Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our podcast. Sorry, this one, or I should say our last video came out late.
Yes.
Apparently I already had it put together, but forgot to upload it weeks ago.
Yeah, I completely forgot myself, so.
Yes. So sorry that one came out late. This one will...
coming out on time.
Yeah. We ran into some problems of a personal issue, so we didn't quite always remember to record a podcast. So.
Yes.
So hopefully now we will be getting back into this. So hopefully everybody enjoyed our last couple episodes.
It would be nice.
So,
right, how was your essentially week of work?
Well, it would actually be a couple weeks now.
They're true.
They've been going all right. We did run into a lot of flooding. Which I can't remember if we were in the flooding during the last video or not.
I can't remember.
But if we weren't, we did run into a lot of flooding up here.
If anything, you run into a boiling water advisory.
Sudbury was under a boil water advisory last week. Yes.
Yeah. So
during our last video, during the week before that. No, shit, that'd be like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
We had a boil water advisory. It only lasted a couple days, so we were all right.
Yeah, you were able to survive.
Work's been going all right. I did run into one little problem where somebody left their homework on the bus, but wrote a picture on the back calling somebody fat, and another picture of some kid, I'm assuming, in tears saying why. Nobody fessed up to it, so I don't know who did it.
And the teachers really didn't do much about it.
I did show it to the vice principal of that school, and
you can always just threw it away.
I don't know whatever happened. So,
but you also had a grand opening.
Oh yes, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The company I work for finally had a grand opening, even though we've been in there for almost a year now.
Yeah, they've started to now have a grand opening.
Yeah.
Someone please explain to me how that works.
I don't know. So we did have some people from the city. We also had some local news people there, newspaper people were there doing that.
Unfortunately, you don't see Ryan's face on camera.
No, and we had some higher-ups from our own company there too.
Oh, yes, you did.
So.
Yes.
So that was my week. I live a pretty boring life. Maybe a boring life. We'll see what happens, because as of filming this, I am
working on some shit.
Yes, little woman. As of filming, I haven't asked her what I want to ask her, so I don't know what she's going to say, but by the time you see this video, I would know by then.
And we'll see if the video after this, if he's going, I can see clearly now the rain, or if he's going,
or hopefully,
he's looking around, where did I fucking hate myself now?
Or hopefully that woman, if she watches these videos, I don't know if she does or not.
I'm pretty sure she does.
She might. Maybe she'll see this and go and get.
I'm sexy and I know it. Do.
Ow! And maybe bring back some memory. I don't know.
Because as Ryan's going, I'm too sexy for. What did I do?
being an ass is what you're doing.
No, because you're sexy and you know it. You don't. Big bully.
Well, you want to see a bully?
I bruise like a peach.
Oh, I'll give you the peach.
Gonna bruise now. I'm gonna have to take the next week off of work because I can't lift my arm.
Well, according to you, you'll make way more off of work than you will on. So, which we found out this weekend too of filming.
So essentially, you had a pretty steady week.
Yeah, I live, like I said, a pretty boring life.
Oh, he doesn't live a pretty boring life.
Okay, I am a boring life.
He chooses to live a boring life.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So how can I make my life unboring?
You could go out.
Where?
Anywhere.
I go out.
The world is your oyster.
Oh, I did go out. I did go
Yeah,
out.
speaking of that, you've seen a bunch of new movies. Let's hear about them a little bit.
That's right. I forgot.
Because God forbid he talks about them.
I did forget about at least one movie that I've seen recently, which is really good. It's a biopic all about.
You also saw Mario.
Oh yeah, I did too.
Yeah, there's two movies.
Come
on!
Okay, so we'll go with the first one.
Okay.
So I did see the new Mario movie,
Yeah.
the Super Mario Galaxy movie, I think it's called. I did watch that.
How was it?
It was really good. I really enjoyed it. You get to see Yoshi.
Now, with that movie, is it a continuation from the last one, or is
Yes.
that a completely separate?
No, it's a continuation. You still got Bowser as a teeny Bowser there.
Is he the bad guy?
Or
Or more the comic relief?
I would say he's more the comic relief in this one.
Okay.
One of his kids is the bad guy.
Does he finally get the full size?
Yes, he does eventually.
Ah.
So, I did watch that movie.
As he sings, peaches, peaches, peaches. Sorry.
So I did get to see that movie. It was a really good movie.
Okay.
And the other movie I did see really recently is the biopic all about Michael Jackson called Michael, which is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's all about Michael Jackson's life from
Jackson 5.
From really the beginning formation of the Jackson 5 when they were just going out to local bars and stuff and venues before they got signed on.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes all the way up to Michael Jackson's first solo concert or tour, I should say, from his album Bad. Which came out, I think, in the 80s, early 80s, I think it was.
I think so.
Maybe
Like that.
mid 80s,
But-
I can't remember. But they've already decided they're going to make a sequel to that movie.
Well, good.
Because there's a lot more Jackson Life that it didn't go with. So
No.
You still got his history tour. You still got
Got a
his,
couple of tours.
he got his what do you call it? Not criminal.
Smooth criminal?
No, his legal problems. No,
Oh, yeah.
about little children and stuff.
And they probably
I'm
didn't.
assuming the second movie is going to deal with that.
And they
Because it
didn't.
didn't deal with it in the first one.
And they probably didn't do a whole lot of.
Because actually in the first movie, he doesn't even get his house yet, and he doesn't have Neverland. So
Neverland is his house.
I know that. So he, so it didn't deal with that. So
Well,
I'm
him having-
thinking that's what the second movie's going to
Probably.
do.
And him having kids and,
Perhaps.
more of his songs that he's made.
So,
Well, good.
anyway, so maybe it's not a completely boring life, but it's not all that exciting either.
So, well, let's continue. What about you, Jordan? No, we don't need to hear it. Ow! Why do you keep hitting me?
Because you're being a jackass. So, if we're talking about me, now we get to talk about you. How was your last couple weeks?
Bored. Absolutely bored.
Well, that's bullshit.
What? Who said?
I did.
How do you know? Are you there?
Yes. And
You
you
were
told
there.
me. He got in trouble at work.
Yes, I got in trouble. It's bullshit.
Well, it may be bullshit, but it's still way more exciting than me.
But it's still bullshit.
It may be, but it's still more exciting.
Okay, fine. At work, what happened? We had 2 people get fired from the company over the last couple of weeks. One, we are not sure why. She was only there for like a week. And the other one, well,
Maybe she was stealing.
maybe. The other one was there for maybe 2 months. We think we know why she was released, but we're not sure. And no, I can't. I'm not going to say their names, mostly because I actually don't know their names.
That's fine.
They weren't there long enough for me to
No.
really know, unfortunately.
Yes.
The last couple of weeks, so I have had a very big issue with people not understanding me on the phone.
Like what you're saying or your language?
What I'm saying, I think what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe it's both. Because at the end of every conversation, I put in the pickup, I say, okay, all right, I have this schedule in. I go, thank you, you have a great day. And lately it's been, sorry, what was that? You have yourself a good day. What do you mean?
So they don't abba.
This is also English-speaking people.
Oh, I thought these were.
Oh, no. This is
camel jockeys.
No, this is all fucktards in this one.
Oh, we're back to the fucktards. Okay.
So
These are Toronto people.
Oh no,
are fucktards everywhere now?
Fucktards everywhere.
Okay, fucktards everywhere.
Toronto people, trust me. If I talk about Toronto people, they're a special kind of fucktards.
All right. Well.
So a bunch of fucktards. And it's what do you mean? You have yourself a good day. I don't follow you. You're not supposed to fucking follow me. You're supposed to say thank you. How you have a good day too.
Or kiss my ass.
Or I get some of them that go, well, why would you say something like that?
Because I'm trying to be nice.
It's getting to the point where it's like, you know what?
Fuck off!
I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not going to say you have a nice day. I hope you have the worst fucking day on the planet. And then when they go, well, why would you say that? Because you're a fucking idiot. The only downside is I'll probably get another fucking disciplinary note.
And that'll be your third one.
Yeah.
And he's also thinking about leaving.
I am thinking about leaving the company. I've been there for 8 years.
And not much to show for it.
Yeah, I have really nothing to show for it.
You got what did you get? Did you get the blanket?
No.
Oh, okay. I got the blanket.
Yep.
I
got the suitcase.
You got the bags.
Yep. That was it.
Didn't you get something else?
Nope. Because you only get it. You don't get one every year. You get one every couple. But nope, I have not received anything else.
Weren't you supposed to get the decanter?
10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
And I'm probably not going to make it to that point. Because I've been there for 8 years. And I have put my name in for literally every department multiple times.
Most of them, not every.
No. Every department.
Oh.
And literally departments that I don't even have the qualifications for. IT. I put myself in for even. Just something to get out of the department, and I don't get
go anywhere.
To go anywhere, and I get nothing. They don't contact me. They don't say thank you for putting your name in. We'll get back to you.
Not even a fuck off.
Not even a fuck off. And finally, after a couple of days, I sent an email to them saying, "Hey, are we going to have an
interview or something?"
Interview or something? And their response to me is, "Oh, well, we're probably gonna go with someone else." Why?
Because apparently you're not good enough.
Because apparently I'm just not fucking good enough.
He's been in the same department for the 8 years, which
Yes.
is what they consider a starting
Position. I literally got into this company because I originally wanted to go into the dispatching, because that's where my whole family at one time or another
have been in.
So I was like, I want to be a dispatcher. I literally joined the company, and I got one interview there with a guy for dispatch.
I think you got 2.
Nope, I only ever got one.
Yeah.
And after that one, they went with someone else, and I never got another opportunity to go to any other department. Ever. And literally...
But you can't say that now, because you do have an interview on Monday.
I do.
With another department.
Yes.
Now, doesn't always guarantee that it will go somewhere.
No. Now...
Because he thinks one of his bosses may have put in...
She probably put it in her name because she's trying to prove a point to me.
But I don't think she quite has the power to say...
No, she doesn't.
You need to hire this guy.
She doesn't. She's just hoping that if she does this, she'll prove her point to me. I know she's wrong.
Well, if she does have that kind of push, and they do say, we offer you this position,
then great, I get a better position.
But it also kind of proves that.
Yeah.
Her way.
That is true. But at the end of the day, I don't give a shit at that point because I get a new fucking job. Because my job is fine, but my job's also very mind-numbing.
Well, you've been doing it for 8 years.
I have done it for so long that
you've heard every excuse.
I've heard the excuses. I've had the arguments. I've had to deal with the people,
and sometimes the same people.
Yes, and it's literally at the point where
he knows most of the old timers.
I know most of the old timers, and I just kind of sit there, and it's the same. And it's not
starting to get boring.
And it's not like anything changes. It's almost like the movie Groundhog Day. It's the same thing every day, and it's usually the same people, the same numbers, the same thing, and you're literally sitting there going...
And when he tries to change it,
I get in trouble.
Sometimes.
Yes. And I just... It's not challenging, I think. And I think that's why... Lately, I've just found myself very, I don't care. Great for you.
Because they did ask him that he needs to work harder.
Yes, and
I've always been kind of scratching my head at that, wondering. He's been there for 8 years, you say.
Yep.
And he's been doing it pretty well the same way for those 8 years.
Yep.
Hasn't really changed.
Nope.
And now it's not good enough.
Nope.
So, I'm always thinking, why?
And as far as I can tell, it's because of one reason. The managers want that the harder we work, the better we make our manager look. The better she looks, the better she looks for the senior manager. The better she looks for the senior manager, the
bigger the bonus
believe it or not, the bigger the bonus she gets. So she's not in here to make friends with us or be fucking kind. She doesn't give a flying fuck about any of us. She's just interested in getting that bigger bonus. Yeah. And that bonus doesn't come to me.
It goes to the manager, but it's based on the employee's work.
So her saying I need to work harder, why? All that's going to do is drive me fucking crazy, piss me off more. And it's not like I'm going to get anything from it, other than more stress and fucking headache.
Except once a year you get a couple cents raise.
But that's standard 1.5. They have to give that.
Like I said, every year you'll get a couple cents in a raise.
And that pisses me off even more Because believe it or not, when we lived in Sudbury at the apartment, every year our rent went up by 2.5%.
Correct.
We only got a 1.5% raise. So the company that I'm working for, who likes to say, "Oh, we pay 1.5, that's the cost of living." No, it's not. If my rent's going up by 2.5, why are you not covering my basic cost of living at least?
Well, the company used to, but I'm starting to see that
this company doesn't give a shit.
As the old timers move on and the new ones come in, the younger ones,
they don't care.
They see the bottom line and say, if we don't give out as much, we get to keep more.
And then we look better in front of the owners and they think we're doing a great fucking job. Even though we've just fucked over the entire company.
So, who knows? So anyway, he's looking to either move in the company if he can.
Or leave the company.
But I would also be kind of thinking that maybe he's right and maybe this interview he does on Monday won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And this spot or this manager or whatever he is, supervisor, is just doing it to humor his boss.
Might be.
And not have really any intention of hiring him. Unless he does that well.
Yeah. Now, I will just say this. If that does come to be, that means I have to leave this place. Which means I'd have to find a new place to live. Because if you're not from the island here, they won't quite understand what I mean by that, but this island does not have a lot of
places to live.
Not places to live. It doesn't have a lot of full-time employment.
No, there's only 2 places that's year-round and it's full-time.
Yes, and
he works at one.
Yes,
the other one is at a quarry.
And and the biggest issue with working at the quarry is, if you don't have seniority, you get sent home for the summer. For the winter.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. You have to have seniority.
Which takes years to build up.
Takes years. I won't have that. So which means in the wintertime,
he may be sent home.
I may be sent home. And that's a problem because...
But the other problem is with the quarry is that you need either heavy equipment or a trucker's license.
Yes, and I have neither one of them.
And he doesn't have any experience with heavy equipment or have his commercial license of any kind.
Exactly. So essentially, I would have to move out of the house.
Back off the island.
Back off the island. And that lies another problem. Because
everything is so expensive
that to find a place to live is damn near impossible, because you have to have even if you just look at the place that me and Ryan were living at before we moved here, if we were going to move back into that building, we would have to make about
a little over $3,000 for first and last months.
Fuck, more than that. It was almost $1,800 so we need close to $3,600. Just for first and last month. And let me tell you, unless you've won the lottery, I don't have that kind of cash.
No.
Which pretty much means... And
he works full time.
Yeah, and I work fucking full time.
Now I will admit I do not. No. But I have.
Yes.
And with what I used to make working full time,
he would struggle.
We would still both struggle.
Yes.
Maybe not as much, but we would both struggle.
So, unfortunately with that...
That's why I'm in the living situation I'm in.
Yes. Now, if I have to go back to Sudbury and say work for his company, because I know they're hiring and they would probably hire me.
Oh, yeah.
That my living situation would change drastically. Now... I'm simply going to say this. I will not live how Ryan is living. And I say that because I would literally go by, and I want people's advice on this. What do they think of this? I would go and buy myself a camping trailer.
Well, I would like to do that too.
You don't have the way to haul it.
Yeah, I got a car.
With no hitch.
Well,
What are you going to do? Strap it to the roof? Oh dear God!
Well, it's easy enough to get Canadian Tire or somebody to bolt on a.
And plus, your car's not designed to tow a heavy trailer.
Well, how heavy are we talking about?
It's close to 6 tons, 6,000 pounds.
I was thinking like a little teeny trailer.
Well, my truck's rated for 7,500.
Well, I don't have a truck.
Oh, that's why you're living where you are. And I would get a trailer. And yes, Ryan could live in the trailer.
Yes.
If he pays. Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to pay much.
That's fine.
All he would have to pay for is half the internet and half of the groceries. Which is literally for him at most $280 a month.
So.
And that's all it would cost him.
Anyway.
But
that's for another story.
Yes. The only downside is though, if I do that, I have to find a place to park the trailer.
Where I park.
Yeah, but then I have to keep it hooked up and drive it all over the place.
Oh no.
That's not something I really want to do.
Why not?
Because I don't want to do that.
Why not? Sorry.
Now, and on top of all that, we've lost a lot of shit the last couple of weeks at work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like? Not another bouncy castle.
No, not a bouncy castle. But skids and boxes we've lost. Yeah, I keep getting phone calls because, see, unfortunately, everybody that calls our company, they just want to talk to someone. They don't listen to the call queue.
Oh.
And they get to us and they're like, okay, can you help us? Well, what do you need? No,
we're looking for something.
We're looking for this. Well, that's not my fucking department. That's OS&D. Oh, I need a quote. Well, you're not in the fucking quote department.
They usually just pick the first option that they hear.
Because they just want to quickly talk to somebody.
And hopefully it's the right person or they can help.
And since they're too fucking stupid, and then on top of all that, we get a couple of them that go, is this Manitoulin Transport?
No!
And
this is Starfleet Command.
I'm like, really? When you call a company, it literally says, thank you for calling
Manitoulin Transport. Here's the options that you can pick from.
Option 1, whatever. Option 2, whatever. So when they come on the phone and they say that, I almost want to bang my head and go, no. You're calling
Billy Bob's.
You're calling Billy Bob's Trucking. How can we help you?
We'll show up there with the tractor and the flatbed there.
Yeah.
In a few minutes.
Exactly.
Because Billy Bob is just around the corner.
And I don't know why they say that. Is this Manitoulin Transport we're calling? Do you work for Manitoulin Transport?
Not at the moment. I wish I wasn't.
Or they go, or if they give me a number and I go, oh, okay, can you repeat that just because I think I put it in wrong? And their first response is, no.
Oh, no.
Lately it's been, this is Manitoulin Transport, right? Yes! Just give me the goddamn fucking number! Then when they give it to me, I put it and I go,
It's 7 numbers.
And I go, okay, this is where we're picking up. Yep. This is Manitoulin Transport, right? Oh, for the love of God!
Get me the shotgun!
Shut up about it! Yes, I'm booking the pickup in. Shut up and just go away.
Just go away, man.
Yes.
Just go away.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't know why they just popped in my head. Do you want to watch a movie tonight?
I thought we were watching a movie tonight.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, what?
Firewalker.
I did find that movie on one of the streaming services.
Prime.
Was it Prime?
Yeah. If no one knows about it, it's an old Chuck Norris movie.
Yes. I don't know if he was dead last time we did a video, but he did pass away a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
unfortunately.
But he remember.
Or at least we think he is.
Yeah. He just wanted to change time zones.
Yes. Or he's going back to his real job.
Yes.
Taking over the...
Now, we're going to continue on now.
Yes.
But before that, I got a joke I want to tell people. I hope. Yeah.
Alright,
here's the joke.
It isn't the one you told me yesterday.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Why in history, or in any, accident or, disaster or anything, why is it that it's women and children first? Ryan?
Anyone?
Anyone? Ryan? Why is it always women and children first?
Oh, it'll probably come out funnier if you do it. I know. I know the answer, but...
Well, I'll tell you why, ladies and gentlemen.
In case
women
watch
this and think what I'm saying is rude, no, it's pretty true.
Or if you don't know what he's talking about, he's going to answer why it's women and children. Because everybody's probably going to say, well, women take care of the children. You want the children to live, you want the women to live.
And in some cases, yes, they do take care of the children.
Jordan will tell us the real reason.
Yes, the real reason why it's women and children first in any disaster is that way it gives the men some peace and quiet to figure out how to fix the problem. Yep, that's right. I said it. That way the men have a couple of minutes of silence. That way they can fix the issues.
Well, there it is, ladies. Any women who watch this, you now know why you're getting off the boat first.
Because we need fucking peace and quiet from you. That way we can fix the problem.
If you found that funny, let us know in the comments.
If you find it sexist, then
let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments, and I'll still read it. I just will ignore you.
And probably come up with more.
Yeah. If you do say that's
anyway,
terrible, I'll fucking find more just to spite your ass.
Should we get into the?
Yes, let's get into the episode. Right, name of the episode.
Because we already spent 30 minutes talking about everything else.
Alright. What's the name of the episode?
Miri.
Is it Miri?
Miri. Miri.
Oh, I thought it was Mia. I don't know why. I had Mia in the brain. I kept thinking Mia. I don't know why.
Like the old space shuttle? Mir? Soviet?
No, like Mir Universe.
Mirror?
That too.
Like the reflection of you? Mirror? Oh. Okay. No. It's not even spelled that way.
I think it is.
No.
Well, I don't care about spelling, you know that.
Yes, I know. But I would have thought after them saying it in the episode half a dozen times, you would have picked up on that.
They did? Who did they say that?
Did you not watch this episode?
Apparently not. Who did they call Mia?
The woman! Kirk kept calling that woman Miri. Because that's her name. And
he was calling her Mary. Yes.
No. Sure.
Mary.
No.
Yes.
Miri.
Mary. Mary. Mary.
No, that's wrong.
Poppins.
You're gonna be a poppin' here soon. Anyway, it's called Miri. Miri. That's the name of the woman.
No, it's not.
It is too. Actually, if you ever watch this episode, the woman who's named Miri, is actually the same woman that plays the lead woman on
True Grit.
True Grit. Not the remake.
No.
The original.
The good one.
Well, everybody.
Now, John Wayne, the Duke.
The original movie.
Good one. I can't remember what her name was in the movie though.
I can't think of it either.
Okay, it's not just me.
But anyway, it's the same actress, so.
Yes.
Because I kept watching her, and it took me a while to figure out where I'd seen her before.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe, and I never did look it up, I believe this is also the episode that Bill Shatner's one kid was in too, as one of the children.
Yes, it is. You told me that. This was one of the episodes.
I believe
we weren't sure which one though.
I don't know which kid it is. I would almost say maybe the one he picked up.
I would say the one he picked up and held in his arms was probably his little girl because he probably felt comfortable and she felt comfortable with him holding her.
Yeah, maybe.
That's just me.
We could be completely wrong on our kid, but I do believe this is the episode that one of the kids, and I don't know which one.
Because he doesn't have a son. He only has daughters, right?
I don't know how many kids he has.
Okay.
I never did look it up. Maybe in the next video we'll
maybe
swing back on that. Yeah. So anyway, Miri, the beginning of this episode. So we start like every episode with a ship flyby, everybody's favorite.
Oh yeah, fucking
so we're on the bridge.
Yeah.
So apparently they have received an Earth-style distress, an SOS.
Yeah, a very old message.
Well, apparently it's by radio.
Yeah. Well, for us it's not old. For them it would have been old.
Yes. So Kirk says that there's no colonies or vessels out this far, so he doesn't know where. So they don't know where this is coming from or why. And then they come up along this planet. That's exact duplicate of Earth.
In size, oxygen, density.
The same atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Even the planet view on the view screen
is of Earth.
Is of Earth, actually. It shows a planet, the Africa continent with the Mediterranean, and you get to see the one canal, not Panama, Suez Canal, I think it is. You see all that.
I think it's the Suez, yeah.
I think it is too.
Yeah, because Panama is
in South America.
Yeah, I think in Panama.
So basically, they just use the Earth because it's basically a duplicate.
Yeah.
So we come up on this. They find out it's
a mirror image of Earth.
Mirror image of Earth.
You really don't. You need to watch
that. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
And
then we get another beautiful flyby.
We go into our intro. And then we do a flyby. Yes. We get a captain's log starting 2713.5. Earth-like radio signals from planet looks identical to Earth. So they are going to beam down to this planet.
Yep. So Kirk and what?
So you got Kirk, Spock, McCoy, Rand, and two security guards.
So 6 people, which is probably one of the biggest teams that they've used.
So we are on this unknown planet, could be dangerous. So you got your captain, your first officer, your chief medical officer, and some, I would almost say useless, but a defenseless yeoman, and only 2 security guards.
Yeah, but they all have weapons.
Yes, but I would still think that we don't know anything about this planet. Let's keep the captain and maybe first officer. He could go down, but at least keep the captain on the ship.
Well, you gotta remember the prime directive. I don't think is around right now.
There is the prime directive. I just don't think this part's in it. If it is in it, then he's ignoring it all the time.
Well, it can't. Yeah, it can't be in it because if you remember Wrath of Khan, Cook goes down and she says, "Oh, no senior officer can go without armed escort." And he says, "There's no rule."
All right, we'll go with that. Unless they just wrote it out there.
So could be.
So they do beam down.
Yep.
The planet looks like it's from the 60s. Shocker, because it was filmed in the 60s. So it's just cheaper for them to just get a car that's parked outside, bring it in, and
throw some dirt on it.
Yeah. So it's just cheaper for them.
Yeah.
City's looking maybe older. I said it looks maybe older because the cars kind of look like they made them from the 40s or 50s.
That's what I was thinking.
But in the 60s, they would still have 40s and 50s cars, I guess.
Yeah.
So, of course, they were worn down, so they probably got them from a scrap or for free.
Oh, probably.
I said it looks deserted.
Yes.
There's mess everywhere.
Yep.
Even the streets are covered, the cars are covered, everything.
Yep.
McCoy says that Spock says the natural decay of everything has been happening for centuries. So they just didn't disappear yesterday.
No.
So they eventually spread out. A guard ends up walking off on his own, walks past his door, and the door closes automatically.
Yeah.
You don't see any hands, you don't see anything.
No, to me, that's a sign that there's something or someone. Exactly. There's some
X-Files.
Yeah. There's something or someone that's closing that door. Because the door literally closed and then stayed closed.
Yes.
Now you're telling... And I got a bone to pick with this actually.
What, the guard didn't do anything?
No.
Oh.
The wood.
What about the wood?
The wood was peeled and chipped. You're telling me for centuries these houses have not fallen apart and gone into fucking...
You would think so, eh?
Okay.
It's been... We don't know it yet, but we find out it's been about 300 years.
Yeah. I can guarantee if I left this house for 300 years...
With no one taking care of it.
No, yeah. There's no one taking care of the houses. No maintenance.
Because there's only kids on this planet.
The house would be falling apart.
And my kind of small bone is that the guard didn't hear this door close and didn't do anything.
Because, again, the door would squeak. Again, no maintenance.
So someone runs out and tackles McCoy.
I
said he looks like a zombie.
Yeah, well, McCoy was playing with a bike.
Yeah, a tricycle.
Yes.
A little kid's tricycle. And
this guy came out.
And then, of course, Kirk does his good old Kirk 2-punch.
Yes.
And knocks him down. Doesn't knock him out, but
no.
Knocks him down. And then the guy starts blubbering like some kid, saying that the tricycle's broken.
Yes.
And he wants it fixed.
And you realize why the guy's acting like a kid.
But you gotta think, come on.
But you're thinking when you first see this, he's a grown ass fucking guy.
Why is he blubbering like a baby?
Now, like I said, you do find out why he cried. Like he's
losing his mind, essentially.
So anyway,
he falls to the ground. He does have a small seizure of some kind.
Yeah, they said seizure or stroke or something.
And then he dies.
Yes.
And dies pretty quick, actually.
Bone scans him and says his metabolic rate.
Yeah, his metabolism has aged centuries in the last few minutes.
Yes. He's aged rapidly in the last couple of minutes.
So, essentially, within minutes, he probably aged like 100 years.
Yes.
Now,
at this point, they hear a noise in the distance. So, they all jump up and Cook goes, "Over there!" And they all start running.
Yeah, they hear sounds and run after it.
Right.
Now, they are trying to figure out what's happening here. They don't know that there's kids on this planet yet.
No.
They don't know that there's anybody on this planet
They
yet.
think maybe someone else is being attacked.
So they do go after it. Jordan does seem to have a problem with them chasing it.
Yeah.
Me, I kind of think that's what you should do to investigate.
The chasing is not
the
big
problem.
The one scene coming up is I have a bit of a bone to pick.
Okay.
So they get to the corner and then they hear another noise over in this house.
They hear a door close.
So they run over to the house.
And then they run after this door closed.
And then they open up the door, they run into the house, they go into the house, and here's my bone to pick. Cook runs over to a fucking piano and looks at Spock and goes, "How old do you think it is?" Who fucking cares?
You think it was a piano? I wasn't sure.
It was a piano.
Oh,
That's why I had up. It was a grand piano.
Oh.
And I'm like, who fucking gives a shit how old a fucking piano is? You fucking...
So it's like in a zombie apocalypse and you walk into some room and you go, Oh, I wonder how long that plant's been there.
Yeah, how long's the plant's been there? Who cares about
the plant? Let's worry about the zombies.
You're in a house that you just heard a noise from. You're not sure if someone's going to attack you. You're not sure if someone's going to shoot at you. But how old's this fucking piano?
You're worried about the piano.
Now, I don't know if that's because Cook's a big piano guy.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day,
who cares about the piano?
You gotta have your priorities, man.
So once they burst through the door, and obviously they talk about this piano, they hear more noises behind a closed door.
Yep.
And find a young woman.
Yeah.
Now we don't know her name yet.
No. And she's definitely young. She's
probably
15?
12.
12 maybe.
She was before her puberty.
Well, yeah, I remember back then it was around 16. So it was maybe 14, 15.
But she does beg Kirk not to hurt her, and they're trying to tell her, like, we aren't going to hurt you.
Did you just say she asked Big Cook not to hurt her?
No, I said begs Kirk not to hurt her.
Oh, okay, I thought you said Big...
Yeah, clean out those ears.
I thought you said Big Cook. I thought, wow, I didn't know you thought of it that way, boy.
Well, that's how she's going to be thinking.
Oh, that's true.
Kirk has Spock scan the outside with 2 guards.
So Cook asked Spock, go outside, take samples. I want scans. I want searches. Like,
yeah, we want to know if there's other people. Because if we found her, there could be others.
And he wants to know, where is everybody? This planet should have billions.
Could. We don't know how many people could have been on this planet.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Spock and 2 guards are outside. They're doing their scans. The guards are out there wandering around like they're aimlessly stupid. And then somebody in a building cleans a window and looks at Spock. And Spock walks towards this window and peers in. Now,
he doesn't see anything.
He doesn't see anything, and it doesn't show who did the cleaning. You just see this hand.
Yes.
It does look like a child's hand.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all we get from
And while he's out there, Cook, Bones, and Ren are talking to the girl, like trying to get her to calm down. Like, hey, what's going on? What?
Yeah. So Kirk asks the woman, "Where is everyone?"
And you can tell she's unsure.
Yeah, because the woman doesn't answer, and she keeps saying, "I don't know the rules."
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about rules?
But then again, who gives a fuck about a piano? So hey.
But she does call that adults grubs, or I wasn't sure if she was saying grubs or groans.
I think groans.
I kept hearing grubs, but I heard once. I thought she said groans.
I'm thinking groans because like grown ups. Because I guess it could be grubs.
It was hard to tell. And then the woman calls kids. Now, I originally wrote orderlies, but I'm wondering if they were saying onlys.
Onlys, kids. Either onlys or only kids.
I thought at first they were saying orderlies.
Which it might be because the one guy that was leading the kids had a military jacket on. Maybe
who knows? I wasn't sure what they were saying.
Me neither.
So McCoy and Rand leave, and Kirk turns
on the Cook
charm. Turns on the Kirk charm. Yeah. And we learn that the woman's name is Miri. Miri. And then Kirk calls the woman pretty, and that she has a pretty name. And I'm just thinking, like, oh my god, you got this. I don't know how old the woman actually was.
Let's go 13.
I don't know how old the actress actually was, and we don't exactly know how old she was playing.
Yeah.
But either way, he's basically flirting with either somebody who's playing a 12-year-old or who's either in her teens or early 20s.
And maybe if there's any women watching this, when does a woman become an adult? Like, for me and Ryan...
Puberty?
Puberty. For me and Ryan,
we hit that around 12, 13.
Puberty is different probably for a guy than a woman, so women if
Not
you can't.
necessarily. Sometimes women mature more.
You and me don't know that much about women here, man. Let's face facts.
I don't know. Somebody's working on a girlfriend.
No.
4 or 5 now.
Having a girlfriend doesn't mean that you know anything about women.
Hey, I haven't had as many as you, so obviously you know more than I do about something. Ow! About something.
So he starts.
So they're outside. Spark in the guards, or not Spock.
Spock, not Spock.
And the guards hear a sound on the fire escape because they're walking down this alleyway. Spock looks up and hears voices calling out or kind of singing, I guess.
Yeah.
Like kids, and they start throwing stuff at them.
Yeah.
You don't see them.
Nope.
You just hear them, and then they start doing this throwing stuff.
Yeah, they start throwing this random stuff, helmets, balls.
Whatever they got.
Yeah.
So back inside this room, Kirk asks Miri to take them to the hospital where doctors.
Well, now he doesn't say the hospital.
No, he says where the grubs or the groans or
whatever
they're called. People who helped people.
Yeah.
Where is that? And she goes yes, and
you find out like the next scene that it's a hospital.
Yeah, you find out it's gonna be a hospital.
Yeah.
So Miri asks Kirk his name. He says his name is Jim.
Yep.
And she goes, she likes it. And I wrote the Kirk charm again because he's got this smile on him. It's like, yeah, baby, you know my name. Say my name. Say my name.
What is this, incest?
Well, that's not his daughter, so it wouldn't be incest.
Oh, okay, fine. He's a molester.
Well, the way he was looking, if he was alone and they were both thinking, all right, I bet he'd be
That is just wrong.
It is wrong.
You would say that. I don't even think that. What is wrong with you?
The way he was looking,
it doesn't matter. You don't say it out loud.
Hey, that's what this is all about.
There you go.
But anyway,
so then,
so we do another ship flyby.
Again.
We get another captain's log, starting 2713.6. Point 6. Hospital had the distress signal that they were looking for.
Yep.
McCoy took skin samples for testing, and they're bringing down equipment from the ship to do the testing.
Because they found that everyone is now starting to get
infected now, except for Mr.
Spock.
Spock's
green blood.
Yeah, they do a little joke there saying, like, there's obviously a disadvantage to having red blood compared to green blood.
Which there is.
So they tried... so they do find out from the records of why this disease came around.
Yes.
Apparently they were trying to do a life elongation therapy.
Yes.
Or elongation therapy. Trying to extend life.
Which essentially, and they found out through the paperwork and all that
they tried this about 300 years ago.
Yes. That essentially
they were trying to do it that for every 100 years, only 1 month of growth
would happen in your body.
So that means you'd live like thousands, hundreds of thousands of years.
To me, that almost sounded like con. Like they were trying to make the human body better.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But Spock does wonder how there are children. If all the adults died, how are you getting children?
Yes.
Unless you got the kids that are...
See, sicko.
Well, how do you think the children are there?
They're old.
We do find that out later, but it kind of makes you wonder, how are their children if the adults died out 300 years ago?
Yes.
So the elongation test was going to make, like I said...
the life expectancy longer.
Yeah. So So Kirk is gonna go and see if he can find the other kids.
Yep.
And so he takes Miri with him. So then we finally get to see these kids in this toy store.
Yeah.
So there's two kids hiding, and they go towards another group of kids.
Yep.
And they want to take the communicators away. And this leader, which I don't think he ever says his name, does he?
He doesn't. He's just an older kid. He's older than the rest of the kids.
The leader guy says that the grubs are dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they don't want them around.
No, which I don't know.
So anyway, Miri takes Kirk to the kids' hideout.
Yep.
And then this so as they're walking in, the kids go and hide.
Yeah.
And then as they walk in, this infected woman shows up. And pretty well scares all the kids out.
Yes.
And they all run away.
And she attacks Cook.
Yeah. And then Kirk stuns the woman, and she instantly dies.
Yeah. And Cook is kind of like
going like, how did that happen? Like, I didn't send it to kill.
No, I set it to like the lowest setting I have.
She had it on stun.
Yeah.
And then Miri says that she knows the woman as Louise.
Yeah, and the woman's just a little bit older
than her.
Mary. And so now Mary is kind of
Miri. There's no Mary in the show.
That's her name, Mary.
Miri.
And she's kind of like, oh no, like she changed, and she's not much older than me. So am I?
Yeah. They seem to live in a bit of denial.
Yeah, they think, oh, not everyone's gonna get sick, only some will.
So anyway, they go back. They find that the disease will infect Miri.
Yes.
In about 5 or 6 weeks when she hits puberty.
Yes.
And they
go like.
And then they find out that the older the person is, the faster the disease kills you.
Which essentially is bad for Bones, because Bones is the oldest
guy there.
One there, yeah.
And they eventually learn from the ship's computers that they have 7 days before they go mad.
Yeah, before the disease takes them. And they've already been warned that they'll get violent, they'll get angry, they'll...
Irritated,
they'll
stuff
lose.
like that.
Yes.
So we do another ship flyby. We get a Captain's Log supplemental.
Yes.
We're on day 2 of 7. Nothing for cure. Ship ready with computers to assist.
Yep. Cook tells Bones and Spock that they got to go through some of this paperwork and they got to figure out how to isolate.
Yeah. So they hear these kids' voices again. The kid leader sneaks in and takes all the communicators and sneaks back out.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spock and Kirk and all them hear a sound and race into this lab.
Yep.
And Spock notices the comms are gone. And McCoy says, without the comms for a computer, there's no chance of finding a cure.
Yeah.
He is so dumb, he cannot figure out a cure without these computers.
Exactly. Well, I think it's more he needs to know the dosage.
Maybe. So eventually we go into another Captain's Log.
Yep.
Stardate 2717.3. 3 days, 7 hours left. So now we're counting down the hours.
Yes.
Food left, an area running low, and they say that
they maybe have
the
6
kids,
weeks. 6 months.
That the kids will only have about 6 months left of food, and then they will not die from the disease, they'll just die of starvation.
Yes.
Because they've been eating all the food.
Now at this point,
in this little town, you're telling me there was 300 years worth of food sitting there.
That didn't go bad.
Why don't we get some of that?
That would be nice, because if you look at a can of food, it still has an expiry date.
Correct.
A can of pop.
Now granted, on a can of food, it's a best before, so you can still eat it after. It's just not going to taste the best. It's different than an expiry date. An expiry date is when it's going to start going moldy on you. A best before you still could get months, sometimes years
After
at best before.
now,
And still eat it and still be fine.
now at this point as well, you'll also noticing that like Bones, Cook, and Ren are starting to get affected.
Little feisty. Not feisty, a little testy.
Yes.
Because Kirk gets upset with that there's no cure, and then McCoy gets upset with Kirk, asking him if he wants to give it a try.
Yes. And then Cook kind of walks away and bumps into Ren. Ren drops.
Ran eventually cries out, I guess in pain, and runs out of the lab. Kirk goes after her.
And you can tell
Miri follows.
Miri.
There's no Mary in this show.
Yes, there is. It's Mary.
And then Rand shows Kirk her infected shoulder. And Rand says that she wanted Kirk to look at her legs. And he eventually sees her legs are infected.
And now she's saying it's
almost like she was saying, like, I wanted you to see my legs.
Well, apparently Ryan doesn't remember that scene because what she said during that scene was, "I used to always try to make you look at my legs."
Yeah.
And Cook kind of didn't say much because he was kind of
going, "Oh, if I looked at that, I'd be humping those bad boys."
No, he's a captain. He's already said that he can't date a crew member. And so he says, so then she goes, "Captain, look at my leg." And he looks down.
He eventually does look down.
And sees that there's a big
welt
on them. It looks like it's what they do in the show, the infection.
Yeah.
And that's when he realizes she's gotten it probably pretty bad.
Yeah. So Miri does see this, sees Rand and Kirk hug, and she ends up leaving.
Now she's upset because she's thinking Hood, Cook are like,
you're right, that big boy
and
that stallion,
and she's realizing that Ren
is doing the same thing.
So
McCoy does call out. He found something.
Yes.
He doesn't say what. So as they run in, and he says that he thinks he's found the disease, so he can find the cure. Miri looks back in and sees them all talking and all that, and she leaves again. Back in the toy shop, or I'm assuming the toy shop.
I'm assuming it's the toy shop.
Miri talks with the other kids and has a plan to kidnap Rand under the guise of one of the kids falling down.
Yes.
And then one of the kids, because he doesn't have a name either, says that when Kirk comes looking for Miri, comes looking for Rand, I should say.
Yes.
Miri calls a lovey-dovey.
Yes.
That they'll hit him with a hammer.
Yeah. Whack, whack. And that's pretty much all that kid likes to say and do is whack, whack.
And maybe the only words he knows, because who knows how young he was when the parents happened. He may only had the mind of a kid, of a 5-year-old, or a 3-year-old. But anyway, back in the lab, Kirk asks Miri where Rand is because she's disappeared. We didn't see it.
No, but he's
wants to know where Rand is. And she goes like, "I don't know where she is."
Why are you asking me?
And then they may have found Spock and McCoy finally say they may have found a cure, but without the communicators in the computer,
they can't make sure.
They don't know if it is actually a cure or maybe a beaker of death.
Yes.
They don't know the dosage. They don't know if the seal will even work. It may not.
That's the thing. They need to know the dosage. If they give too much, it could kill them. If they give too little, it
won't work. So Kirk tells Miri eventually that she will eventually get the disease.
Yes. And he gets a little rough with her there.
And then he finally shows her that she's got a welt already
on her arm, which means she's infected
and she's already going to show the signs.
Because the whole time she's adamant, like, "Oh no, only some of us get sick, only some." Well, he shows her that, and she's now the denial of only some has pretty much gone away, and she's now realizing
Like, she's gonna get it now.
Everyone's gonna get this.
Yes. So next we go to a school. Rand is tied up here.
Yep.
Miri eventually shows up. And brings Kirk with her. Kirk tells them that they need the comms or they will all die forever.
Yep. And Cook is trying to speak to them and explain to them that
like we need them. Like
you're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die eventually.
Either by hunger or the disease is gonna get you. But we're trying to help you.
And then they start beating him.
They literally attack him.
Yeah, they start hitting him, beating him, everything. He starts getting blood down his face and everything.
So as he's doing
and then he eventually gets out and he says that the food will be gone in about 6 months.
Yeah.
After that, if the disease hasn't gone yet, then you will starve to death.
And he literally starts, as some people might say, spitting truth. Because he literally starts telling them. Because they're like, I guess get rid of him, whack, whack, like hit him on the head. And Cook goes over, grabs the kid, and literally throws him around like a rag doll. At that point, the kid kind of realizes, oh shit, when I can't hit him from behind or when he really tries, I can't. I don't stand a chance. And he literally starts telling them, look, you guys are going to die from the sickness or from hunger. And let's face it, at this point, you're no better than the sick ones. You're going around attacking people for no reason.
Exactly.
We're trying to help you. And the kids all kind of stop and they kind of look around like, oh shit, if
we're turning into them,
we're worse than we're almost as bad as the adults that we keep saying we're bad.
Yes. So back in the lab, Spock and McCoy wait with the possible cure for Kirk to return.
And Spock's, of course Spock's not affected, so he's like, yeah, we'll just wait.
He does say he will eventually, but it's just a lot slower.
Yeah, and he's like, we can
So
wait.
they do have this cure. They got the syringe, or the hypo spray, they got the little vial with the possible cure.
They just don't know if it's
going to kill them or not.
Or how much they need to
So they gotta wait for this, for Kirk to return with communicators. But Spock does eventually leave to see the status of Kirk.
Yep.
And McCoy takes the possible cure. And he has some pain and falls to the floor yelling for Spock.
Yep. He literally.
Now, as a doctor, would you unknowingly take something that you may have made, but not knowing if it's going to kill you or not?
But you also have to look at it from where they're at. If he takes it, he dies. If he doesn't take it, he dies. He's dead.
And one chance to live?
Exactly. He's dead either way. And I think as far as Bones is concerned, I'm dead either way.
But if he was wrong,
and he dies,
then there's really no one there to finish the work or do it.
He's dead. He doesn't care at that point.
But he could spend the last hours or day or whatever time was left, maybe refining it for the next guy.
There may not be a next guy.
Well, Kirk and
And
Spock were a lot younger.
But you saw Cook at the end there. He was getting ready to. The only safe one was Spock.
I just think he was a little jumping the gun.
No, I think he was.
But anyway,
Desperate man. Desperate time calls for desperate measures. Mm-hmm.
So McCoy does collapse to the ground.
And he passes out.
Spock does check him and says that McCoy's not dead yet.
Because he feels the pulse, so he knows he's breathing.
He's alive for now.
Yep.
We just don't know how. But Kirk does arrive with the kids
And the communicator.
and they start checking on Bones, and they do eventually see that the marks or the welts or whatever you call them start slowly disappearing.
And you literally see it on the screen as it slowly.
And I wrote what?
Yes.
He was very lucky that he didn't kill himself.
Exactly. Now, you don't see Spock or Cook take it.
No.
So either they went through the same thing, or they did the test and went, okay,
We weren't affected.
no, not Cook. Bones took double what you actually needed to do. So let's cut that in half and go, give it to you, and the rest.
Or maybe Kirk's charm there.
No.
Remove the way.
And then after that, they're back on the bridge.
Well, before that, Kirk does eventually go through the kids again as he's leaving. Smiles at Miri again, saying, well, I don't think he says anything.
He doesn't, he just smiles.
But essentially he's saying to them, like, you're gonna live now. We're gonna give you you got the cure,
And if
it works,
we're gonna help you live.
and you're gonna survive. And let's see if you've seen me in my chambers.
Oh God, what's with you?
What?
Don't stick it in a knot hole or something.
Well, what? And eventually
I said knot hole, not woman. And then they end up back on the bridge.
and they leave. So we end up at another ship flyby.
Now, the end of it here, I have a bit of a tip.
Okay, what part? Or do you want me to continue on? And
No,
you'll-
keep going, and once you get to the head.
So eventually they say that they gave the cure out, and Kirk has talked to Space Command, and they're going to be sending teachers, advisors, truant officers.
That was a joke, the truant officer.
I'm sure they'll be there too.
The problem.
They're going to come here, they're going to teach the kids, and
And all
eventually the plant will probably turn around at some point. And then Rand says that Miri really liked Kirk. And I'm thinking, damn right she did. She was ready to mount that boy.
And then Kirk goes,
And then Kirk says that he never gets involved with older women.
because believe it or not, Mary is technically like 300 years old.
Technically, yes, but the look is of a 13 years
Yeah,
old.
whatever, you old. Okay, here's my tip at the end.
Where's your tip? Let's hear it.
They left the kids.
Yeah.
No adults, nothing. And they could be there for another month or so alone.
Well, that is sort of true because they never did say how long the teachers were going to take to get there.
it could
It
take
could
them.
be days, it could be hours, it could be weeks, it could be months.
Yeah. Why?
Unless unless Kirk left some people behind.
Which he may have, but he doesn't say it, so I'm gonna go with that. He left kids alone on a planet
Again.
with 6 months worth of food and hope to God we get them there before the kids stop there.
Unless he left more food behind. They never do explain that. If they actually left him there alone, or if they're going to be banging each other here to try to repopulate the planet.
Well, Mary might bang that older kid.
Well, after Kirk got away, probably.
Yeah.
Because she was thinking, I want to spin on that man. That stallion.
And Mary probably did.
To Kirk? Oh, might have.
Yeah, see, and as you can see, he's agreeing to the Mary.
Miri.
I kept saying Mary. You said, yeah. So see, you don't even know.
Yes, I do know.
Apparently not.
I was hoping you had matured enough.
Anyway.
And then they warp away.
What warp do they have on that ship? You know.
They left at warp 1.
I know.
Then why did you
I said, what warp can they do on that ship? Like, is it like a warp 5 or warp 7 on that thing?
Well, depending on who you ask and where you read from, it is theorized that this ship, the warp scale is different than what you got in TNG. because they say this ship can do like warp 20. For the distances it can travel and the time it travels it.
That shit moves fast. At warp 20.
But it may have been that it was the first show. They haven't really fleshed out everything yet.
True.
So they haven't fleshed out the warp scale. And it wasn't until TNG where they finally fleshed that part out and made warp 10 as the infinite velocity.
Yeah.
And ships can only go up to 9.9 or whatever, or 9.8.
And there's another thing I got a tiff about this episode. At the end, he literally goes, Mr. Spock, warp factor 1. And then...
Did he say Spock or Sulu?
No, Spock.
Oh.
And then Spock goes, very well, Captain, warp factor 1. Why the hell are you talking to Spock back there? Just tap Sulu on the fucking shoulder and go, hey, warp 1. No. Hey, Spock, warp 1. That way Spock can go, warp factor 1.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you didn't feel like talking to him that day.
I don't know. Maybe Sulu was maybe Sulu was being sued.
That was another thing. You didn't see Uhura in this episode. There was some guy in I think a radio
yes.
sitting at her station.
Some loser-looking guy. He had a really goofy face.
Yeah, you don't see Uhura in this episode.
I think this is one of the
Or
episodes.
Scotty.
No, I think this is one of the episodes where who was trying to leave.
Well, she was trying to leave the show eventually until a little-known man of Dr.
Martin Luther King Jr., I think.
Convinced her to say, why would you fucking leave? You're a black woman in the 60s
on a prime TV show.
On a prime TV show in a position of not as a subservient, but as somebody of actual power.
And because remember, at this point, Martin Luther King is doing his speeches. You know, I have a dream that white people and black people
shall live in harmony.
Are the same. You know, like he's trying to fight for the rights of black people, and he's like, why?
Because this is also before we went to the moon. This is 66, 67.
Yeah. So as she's trying to leave, he's like, I'm trying to fight for rights.
What?
He's like, I'm trying to fight for us to have rights. Don't leave. You're one of the ones that
showing that I'm doing something.
That I'm doing something good. So she stayed,
and that's why she stayed.
And to be perfectly honest, and she's talking about it. She's glad she stayed because that show and that career defined her.
Yes.
I think it's one of the. It's one of the only things I know of her that she's done, other than Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Yeah, she's the black chick from Deadpool, isn't she? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Pretty sure she's not.
I'm pretty sure she is.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure, like all the other actors of that show, except for Sulu and Sulu, they all gained a few pounds. Not saying that she's
Oh yeah, fat. I can understand she's gained some weight. And in Deadpool, she's gained the weight. She has the weight.
but she's dead.
I don't think. Yeah, after the Deadpool movies.
No.
When did she die?
The date of her death.
There you go. She was on Deadpool.
No, she won't.
And not all of them gained weight.
Well, like I said, Zula did.
And
I guess Leonard Nimoy didn't either.
no, he didn't. But you are correct. A lot of them surprisingly porked up after the show.
Yes.
And
Shatner being the biggest one.
Yeah.
But yet, as many pounds he has gained, he still looks very young.
He does, doesn't he?
If you look at Bill Shatner, William Shatner now,
Yeah.
if you looked at him at this very second,
He did.
whether the second of us talking now or when you see this video, you look at him right now, you would think, what do you think he would be? Like 50, 60?
Yes. Early 70s, late 60s.
I would think he would be in his 60s somewhere. Maybe
And
early 60s.
But no,
He's like
90.
I think he's in his 90s.
I think, yeah. I think he's 90 something.
90 something fucking years old.
And
But he looks way younger.
He does. And if you actually, and I think it has to do with if you watch all the Star Trek shows and movies with him in it, he was always in good shape, and I think that's what helped. For so many years, he ate pretty good. He worked out. He was healthy, and I think that shows that if you do that,
Well, during the movies, you started seeing poor guys.
he did. You did, yes, but he wasn't that big.
No.
Even in the last movie he did, what was it? Undiscovered Country. I think that was the last one, right? Generation. He was not that. He had some money, but he was not that quirky.
That's true.
And
But I am still very surprised and very happy and very surprised and kind of shocked at how young he looks, but how old he actually is.
he is.
You would never, ever in a million years guess.
It's no different than Chuck Norris. Look how old Chuck Norris was when he passed.
Yeah.
He did not look his age. And you know what's going to be sad is William Shatner's probably going to, well, not sad, but a good thing, that William Shatner's probably going to go to sleep and not wake up. He's going to go out a very,
I would hope that.
he's going to go out a very
But when he does,
respectful passing. We're all going to be shocked because we're going to be like, he wasn't that old. And then when you Google him and it goes, he was 104,
yeah.
you're going to go, oh, fuck, he was that old.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because
that's
he doesn't have. When you really look at it, it doesn't look like he has a wrinkle on him.
no.
He doesn't have saggy skin.
No.
He's not skin and bones.
Nope.
Like
And
he just does not look like a 90-year-old.
well, if you think about it, he did that show. What was it called? William Shatner. Weird or What?
Oh, there's that. Or the unexplained.
Or the unexplained that he does. He is still quite active in the movie, and
Yes.
you can see like almost
And every so often, if you didn't know this, he actually does sing.
I did not know he sang.
He has actually, not many, but he has released a couple of albums.
I did not know that. He'd probably have a good voice. I bet you
I think he does more talk singing.
Probably.
I don't think he.
But he still does do some acting. But you can definitely see like on the William Shatner Good or Well, the Unexplained, he's gained weight.
Oh yeah,
But his face still looks
very young.
young.
And
Now,
when he eventually does croak, people are gonna say, well, he wasn't that young. And when you do like you said, when you Google him, you'll
He
find
wasn't
out
that
he old. You're gonna say, oh, he's older than he.
yeah. And it's going to be a shame when he goes because he's essentially, I think, the last one of that of the Star Trek original series.
There's others. You still got Jordan Takei. You still got Walter Koenig,
I don't know who those are.
Sulu, and Chekhov.
Chekhov passed.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I know he didn't.
What? You call him up?
Yeah. They will be the last two.
Mm-hmm. But
because you've already lost Rand.
Yeah.
You've already lost Chapel.
Yep.
You've already lost McCoy.
Yep.
You've already lost
Spock.
Spock. You already lost Scotty.
Yeah. And then you lost Uhura.
You've already lost Uhura. So all you got is Sulu, Chekhov, and Kirk.
And to be very honest, I don't class them as part of the original because they weren't in the original couple of episodes. Sulu wasn't in the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, he was in the play.
The first episode or two, he was not in any of the first 2 episodes. He wasn't until the 3rd episode.
Pretty sure it was the 2nd.
And then Chekhov I don't class as because he didn't show up until what, season 3? 2?
He did do a little bit in season 1, but he became a main member in season 2. But people still consider him part of the original cast.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Because he did season 2, season 3, and every single movie.
Yeah. Well, in one movie he had it pretty easy.
What movie would that
The
be?
one with the whales.
How did he get it easy there?
He knocked himself the fuck out and he laid down for a couple of hours.
Oh.
And then they had to put a, remember that Joel regenerator on this?
Name.
Chekhov.
Rank.
Pablo Chekhov. And he's probably thinking, why did you wake me up? I need some vodka.
He was thinking about doing a spin on Captain Kirk.
No. He's not gay, I don't think.
No. Just George Takei was. Or is.
Yeah, I was saying he is. And that's another good fact. Not only did they have a black woman on a main cast, they had a gay.
But he wasn't openly gay and his character wasn't gay.
No.
He came out.
He came out during.
I think he came out during the show.
Yeah.
But his character wasn't openly gay.
No.
But he didn't get that till Discovery.
No, but he openly came out gay.
But they did kind of touch on lesbians, gayness during Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
A little bit.
But I've learned that on the original series, an openly gay guy. Now, granted, his character didn't play it, but he was.
The actor was.
A black woman.
Yes.
And at that time, when
And you had, I guess,
Scotsman,
who had a missing finger.
yeah. And if you think about it, back in this series, when this show was being made, those things were very much frowned upon. If you were gay,
Missing a finger wasn't so much, but being black and being gay, yes.
Oh God, you could have been killed.
Yeah.
Especially for being gay and black.
Because in the 60s you had the KKK.
Yeah.
And they would have gone after gays and blacks.
Yeah. Now, granted, which one was that was Scotty missing a finger?
Yes.
And if they said, "Oh, well, you're missing a finger," all he really could have he could have said, and I think it's true, "I lost it during the war."
Yes.
So he could have said, "This is from the war," and they would have said, "We'll buy you a drink then.
Yes.
Come to the bar."
But yes, because it was the 60s, you still had the KKK.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they had the KKK back then, and the KKK was not a small, not like it is now.
They would have gone after black people.
Not like it is now. Very small, I think.
And
It was
very.
open.
I don't know. I would imagine they're still around. They're just not as influential.
No, they back then it was burn 'em at the stake type KKK.
More in small towns and cities.
But no, I think that's kind of fascinating. I think that's kind of nice that even back in the '60s,
Gene
Roddenberry. I can't want to think to say George Lucas, but I know it's not right. Gene Roddenberry
was willing to break down barriers,
and take a chance on. As far as I'm concerned, a lot of these actors were green. I don't like
And you also got to think, you also had a Japanese guy.
fuck yeah, right after
World War II, that a lot of Americans may not have liked Japanese.
not just Japanese, but gay Japanese. So he's getting double fucking whammy.
And then in season 2, you would have got a Russian, Cold War.
Oh fuck yeah.
So, because Chekhov is supposed to be Russian.
Isn't he actually Russian?
I don't know. I've never looked up Walter Koenig to see. I think he's just American. He may have some Russian in him, or
Good fucking accent though. If it pretending.
Yeah.
But I never thought of it. Yeah. But it just showed you that George Lucas, Gene Roddenberry, these guys who pioneered some things and really took leaps on their
Star Trek
subject.
was first.
It was. But not saying that George Lucas didn't take leaps.
If George Lucas didn't do his Star Wars, we probably would not have gotten Star Trek the motion picture. And started the Star Trek film series.
Yes.
Because as much as people may like or dislike the motion picture, it's what started.
Yes. Because if you think about it, Gene Roddenberry created Star Trek, and he broke down a lot of walls, like you were just saying, black, gays, Japanese, Russian, yada yada yada. George Lucas, he pioneered a lot of the special effects. If you watch, what's the first one called again? Star Wars.
A New Hope.
Thank you, A New Hope. A lot of those things that he did on that show, the first 3, I should say. Those were pioneering things. No one else was doing it. He literally invented them as he was going through the movie and went, well, what if we try this? And people were like, well, we can't.
Especially with the blue screen.
Yeah. And they were like, well, we can't do that. Well, why not? Well, that's just not how it's done. Well, let's try it. And they were like, it worked. And he was like, great.
And
Put that in the movie.
And he got the effects he wanted.
Exactly. And then it wasn't long after that, the motion picture, and they were like, they went, I think they had some guys that worked on Star Wars, and they were like, well, George Lucas tried this, let's give this a fucking shot.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And they were like, hey, that actually fucking worked, and look, it was cheaper and easier.
Yes. Because they did do visual effects. It was on a blue screen.
Yeah.
Because originally Star Wars, they wanted Skywalker's team to be blue. They wanted to be blue 1, blue 2, blue 4, blue 5, blue 6. But because they were using blue screen, anything that was blue was going to be turned into the effect.
Yes.
So he had to turn blue to red.
Yes.
So you could use the blue screen.
Yeah.
That's why when you watch Star Wars Rogue One, that's why there is a blue squadron in Rogue One, but they all get wiped out.
Yes.
Because
they had to,
because it lead into A New Hope, they had to get rid of the blue squadron.
Yes.
In order to make it work with.
Now, just to let you know, that doesn't mean you use blue screen all the time. Like
no,
that was mostly for the flying scenes because it was special effects. Because
basically all the space.
Yes, because Obi-Wan and Luke used a blue lightsaber. It didn't blend into the background because those were actual sets. So, but as you can,
it was all the space effects.
Yeah.
So when you see Star Destroyers and Corellian Corvette at the beginning, that's all blue screen.
Yeah. And then, but you can see in both Star Trek and Star Wars, as years went on, motion picture, then Wrath of Khan, and all that, and then you get into the Chris Pine era and all that. You see the graphics and the screens become a lot more.
Yes, and now they turn to green screen.
Enhanced, just like with Star Wars. Episode 4, 5, and 6, you can see, then you go to 1, 2, and 3, and you're like, that technology is like way more advanced than what they had.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be in the future.
And that's why some people don't really liked 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Because he did do a lot of CGI work.
Yes, he did.
A lot of it is CGI.
And just like when
not just space shots, but planet shots.
Also, probably with the Chris Pine series, I kind of find it funny.
How it's an Apple store. A lot of people call the Chris Pine Enterprise the Apple store.
Not just the Apple, but look at the technology Chris Pine had on that ship.
He's got touch screens on
some.
But touch screen. They got this glass or whatever. Some of this. That you can see through, and you got and there's screens on there. Like,
and you literally see.
You didn't see that in the Gura.
Like you literally see Chekhov doing numbers on a screen. As we're gonna have to board the ship, and it's all touch screen. And
you didn't see Spock
doing that
or Gura do that.
No, and it's like so. I love those movies because they're good movies. But I also I look back at the first Cook's era, then I look at Next Generation movies, and I'm like, none of them are even close to this.
Correct.
You go to discover.
Now, granted, the TNG movies are supposed to be more advanced.
Yeah, but they're not. You still don't have touchscreen.
Yeah.
Well, okay, not advanced touchscreen like that.
Yes.
And then you go into Discovery. You got this Spore drive and computer system and the bridge on Discovery. My God!
It's a window.
Not just that, you could fit 2 bridges of the Next Generation bridge onto Discovery's bridge. It's that fucking big.
Think so?
It's literally. It used to be like the first officer and the walkway behind him. No, now it's first officer and helmsman. Turn left.
Eventually, they did get AI in there.
They had to. They were fucking yelling. They were 2 miles away.
Interesting.
Now, the only thing I do have to say about Star Trek, though, and the one thing I wish they would do, I would love to see if they ever do another Star Wars series, because they did the Academy. Wait, what's the Academy?
Not Star Wars, Star Trek.
Star Trek Academy. It's the series is not on anymore, but it's a kind of a shame because I loved it how they were bringing the Klingons back in. They were bringing the Gem dog. I want
real-looking Klingons, not the Discovery Klingons.
Yeah, exactly. The Gem dog. I want to see, if they ever do a series and they have a ship, I want to see let's bring a Cardassian on board as a crew.
Like if they ever did the Star Trek Legacy that everybody wants.
Yeah, let's bring a Cardassian on board. Let's bring a Romulan on board, or another Vulcan or something. Because after
Picard touched on the Romulan thing.
He did?
Yeah. The whole first season was about.
Oh no! I mean like a Star Trek. Okay, yeah, he did. But I mean like an actual a ship series, like Next Generation. Let's bring a Cardassian or a Romulan or
Strange New Worlds.
or bring a Herosian onto a ship. Something different, something new, or another cyborg like Data. Maybe it's more advanced, and let's really they should do another series. I think with 7 of 9. That's
what a lot of people want.
I think that would be an excellent series. She's Pop Borg. And on top of all that, I think it'd be a great homage to her early years with Voyager. Female captain.
Oh.
She would be the only other in Star Trek history.
Well, no, Discovery had Captain Burnham.
She wasn't for the whole time.
No, but she was a
She was, but and she was the first black captain, which I
yes.
backed off to her. But have a series that's from start to finish a female captain like Voyager. I think that'd be an awesome series.
Well, Discovery did a female from beginning to end. You had Captain
They had
Georgiou.
that tall motherfucker do at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Now
It would be nice, and I would completely support a 7 of 9
see. I would
Enterprise G.
Oh, I would watch that game. I would watch that hands.
Especially if they did it the same way they're doing with Stranger Worlds.
What do you mean?
Where every single episode is a standalone episode. You don't have to watch yesterday's or last week's episode to figure out what the fuck's happening in this week's episode.
I can understand that. But I do want 2 parts.
To me, that is what Star Trek's all about.
Yeah.
It's not going from one episode to the next episode, and you gotta watch it in order, or you're gonna be fucking lost.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 90s with Star Trek, where yes, last week's episode, and you watch this week's episode.
Yes.
Who gives a fuck what happened there? Because it's completely different than that.
I will support you, but I do want but I want them to sprinkle, part 1, part 2, maybe the occasional part 3.
I would agree with that.
Like,
but
as far
doing
as-
a whole season,
Yeah. Because they started doing that in Discovery, didn't they?
yes.
Near the end, I think.
Well, they actually really started in Enterprise.
Yeah.
During season 3's the Zindi thing. Now, granted, each episode was standalone,
Yeah.
but overall, it was a whole season thing of trying to find these Zindi people.
True.
And then they kind of worked it into the 4th season, where they did like 3 or 4 episodes following one story, and then they jumped to another story. And then it didn't really work out, and then they did this Discovery thing where the first season, if I had just seen the first season
Of Discovery?
I would
With the war?
I would be completely confused.
I
don't know what the fuck's going on. So this is not Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because it bounced all over the place.
It did.
The first half was about this Klingon war,
Yeah.
and then the second half is all about being in the Mirror universe.
Yeah. With the captain that you find out isn't the real captain, he's from the Mirror universe.
So I would be so confused. It almost turned me off.
It did.
Until the second season.
You kept watching it, but you weren't watching it like.
No.
Because with Ryan, if he's into it, it's like, okay, it starts at 8. At 7:59, I have to be in the couch, watch with the TV on the channel. Don't talk to me. It's coming on.
Yes.
He was at the point where it was like, okay, well, it starts at 8. It's like 8:20. Okay.
I just remember this song.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until the second season where you get to see Captain Pike.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where everything.
I'm sorry.
Where they really figured out what Discovery was going to do.
I'm sorry. The actor that plays Pike, I don't know what his name is.
Anson Mount.
What's it?
Anson Mount.
I'm sorry. He is probably by far the fucking greatest fucking Starfleet captain ever. And probably one of the best actors I've seen.
In the modern era.
Oh.
I would 1 million
He is awesome.
percent agree with
And he's
He's a great actor, and he does great with the character.
Oh, he does. And the writers that are writing that
And the
series.
series is completely.
And the writers that are writing it
top.
are awesome. They do such a good job.
Now it's unfortunate that they're going to stop it at season 5.
Bullshit, I may say.
I think if they would have kept going with it, I think it could have gone the distance to 7 or 8.
I personally, if they're going to end it at 4, which I think is a fucking 5, I hope to God they do movies with them.
Oh, Now, I do believe that when they end it, it should lead into
Kirk's
era. So you may even get a couple episodes where Kirk is captain of the Enterprise. Maybe for an episode, 2 episodes, whatever, maybe. Who knows? We don't know anything.
With Pike handing down
the reins.
I hope
You never know.
I hope they do movies with him. I personally do. I hope they do movies.
Well, if you like the actor so much, I found a movie that he is in.
What movie?
It is called SEAL Team 6. The Hunt for Obama's...
do we have the description with that movie on?
I've seen the movie.
Is it any good?
Is
he good in it?
I think he's pretty good.
We may have to watch that. Either today or tomorrow. Scoop Firewalker!
Because now that I see how much he likes it, I actually... Because when you look at him in this movie, he looks way different than he does in Star Trek.
Younger?
Well, he's younger, but he's got a full thing of beard. And it wasn't until I actually looked up the movie and saw that his name was in there, and saw what actor he was and what character he was playing.
Like, how big is the beard? Because
it's thick.
Oh, because I was going to say, on the first episode of Girls New World, he has a beard.
We'll say first episode thickness.
Oh.
So... You don't really see it until you're actually looking at him, and then you start seeing how he talks in his voice.
His voice is one of those...
Because I didn't really recognize it until I looked it up online and saw that his name was in there, and I really looked at the character, and I thought, it took me a little bit to see that
his voice would give it away.
That his voice was coming through, and his Pike mannerisms was coming through.
As far as I remember, his voice would give it away. But I also want to say that if they ever do a Star Trek series, what I think they should really try to do, this is just me, Ryan's probably not going to like this, Klingon.
You want to do a Klingon series?
Yes. I think that would be awesome. Ryan here, if you watch, I think it's on our group one. He did a video of him doing the Star Trek Online Federation thing. I have literally thought about it for years that if I ever did that, fuck Starfleet Klingon.
Well, because on Star Trek Online, you can pick any side you want.
I know. Give me like a D7 battle cruiser and just fucking
Well,
leave me
you
alone.
probably start out with a bird of prey.
Oh yeah, but once I get up to the D7 battle cruiser, fucking leave me alone.
Well, it depends on what area you pick too. Because if you pick later areas, there is no D7.
No, I'm picking an area where there's a D7 battle cruiser, and you're gonna fucking
Why
leave
do
me.
you have to pick the D7? Why can't it be like a D9?
Because the D7 looks awesome.
Well, the D9 looks no different.
True, but the D9 would be fine. I may...
Or a Vorshut class attack cruiser.
I would go to a Vorshut, but probably like you can go up to the bigger one above that.
Or the Navar class.
Which is the biggest one. It's a nice ship. I don't know why. I love the D7 or D9.
So essentially the ship from Star Trek, the Undiscovered Country.
Yeah. It's literally the
Kronos one.
Yeah, it's literally the only reason why I watched that movie. Is because of that ship. If that ship was not in it, you would never watch that movie in front of me again. Because of that ship, that movie.
Well, why don't you watch like the Search for Spock? You get the Bird of Prey.
Bird of Prey is a Bird of Prey. I want a D7. Give me a D7 or D9 battle cruiser. Not a Bird of Prey. I want a battle cruiser. I'm a Klingon. Damn it! I'm going to war. Give me something that's gonna fight. Now I would go to a Vorcha attack cruiser. It is very nice, but you've only ever seen, I think, one or two of them.
Yeah, you don't see them very often.
The only
Unless you play Star Trek
Legacy, and the only time you ever see it on screen is the one episode of DS9. with tractor beams and it swings it around with the Defiant.
You don't see it on TNG?
Not that I know of, no. So I'll go with that.
So you must like the one Voyager episode where they run the Klingons.
It's a battle cruiser, yes. And the cruiser, Frozen, I think, in that one?
No.
But yeah. Now, I think on that episode, the Klingons should have stayed on Voyager. Imagine having, 30 fully armed Klingons!
Or what if you had an entire complement of Borg drones?
Fuck that.
Shields?
Fuck that.
Assimilate?
Fuck that. I'll take the Klingons.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take the fucking Klingons.
I'd take a complement of
You
Borg.
wanna know why I take the Klingons?
Why would you take the Klingons?
Because the Borgs can't adapt to a battle. Suck it!
I'll give you that.
Because remember on, First Contact? They assimilated to the,
Yeah.
and they're on the outside of the ship. They adapt it and he pulls out that blade. Can't assimilate that!
Yeah.
Then it's assimilate this.
I'll give you that.
Exactly. So, yes, the Borg can adapt to plasma weapon. Well,
Energy.
energy weapons, but it can't deflect a battle. Give me the Klingons.
That is true.
But yeah, on that episode, when they left, I was fucking pissed. Why would you let 3 armed and trained Klingons that could literally be your defense?
But they couldn't do that way.
Oh, you feed them enough and give them enough bloodline? Yeah.
Well,
When
they don't have blood wine.
when
They have to replicate it.
what-
But if you watch Voyager, you'll know that they're under rations.
With Klingons, they'll get the food. Drop on a planet for a day, they'll bring the food.
But then they'll take twice as long to get home.
Who cares? Let's face it. If the one species that is like the main antagonist for like the first season or two,
A Voyager?
The
Kazon?
Kazon, let's face it. The Kazon on board that ship, you can tell the Klingons. And guess what? The Kazon are going as the Klingons literally lick their plate of their blood and go, you taste good.
Well, if we ever do talk about the Voyager episodes, and if you watch the podcast Double Flyers, they talk about Voyager and Deep Space Nine.
Now,
And they'll talk about how the Kazon are basically people that have this technology of warp speed and
but don't know how to
energy weapons, but yet they don't know how to make water.
Yeah, I don't get that. I really don't. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they're supposed to be the big bad
yeah.
for, I think, 2 seasons. And
At least two
because
solid seasons.
because I believe it's at the end of season 2 is when they get stranded on the planet on basics.
Yeah.
And then
It's
and
in
then
season 3.
And then season 3, the first episode, they clear up that little thing, and then you never see Kazon again.
No. Now, I will say that if we all going to do this season as Star Trek the original, this is your choice. I say next season, if we're going to do another Star Trek,
Or should we do it in chronological order?
or should we talk about it? If we're going to do it, and they want us to do another Star Trek, I say we do Strange New Worlds. Now, if you want to look chronological order, technically that's older. Now, the only reason why I picked Star Trek Discovery,
But if we went in chronological order, Enterprise would be the first one. Which which they already have a podcast for, which is called the Shuttle Pod 1.
Oh.
Which is podcast by the actor who plays Trip, the engineer, and Reed, who plays the tactical officer. They do the Shuttle Pod 1 podcast, where they go through all the episodes of Enterprise.
Oh. I forgot all about Enterprise. Then I think maybe next season, maybe we should do Enterprise. Because that's another series I like. And I have to be honest, I've never seen it from beginning to end, that series.
I have.
Is it any good?
Depending on where you go.
Because I've only ever been able to watch it to the end. They don't even get to the end of the Expanse. I've never seen it past that.
Oh no?
Like they literally find out.
You didn't see where they go back to World War II and find out that aliens are there and made the Nazis win World War II?
No. They went back in time?
Yes.
Before or after the Xindi thing?
After. Because they destroy the Xindi weapon.
Okay.
And then they end up back in 1945 or 46 or whatever, and the U.S. is under Nazi control. Kind of like the Man in the High Castle.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I like it. I have to admit.
And it's I think it's 2 or 3 parts.
I've never seen that. And what's a shame is I kind of like that series. I don't.
You did?
I do.
I didn't think you did.
I very much like that series. I don't get it. The older episodes where it's like basic tech, I seem to go, bring it on!
Maybe you don't like the simplicity or the
like
simpleness of the other series, like TNG, where you have no wars, you have no hunger, you have nothing. You got Deep Space Nine. You kind of got. Well, you kind of like that one because they don't really show that.
And you might be right.
The simplicity of Federation stuff, because you're on an alien space station, on an alien planet, in an alien part of the galaxy.
Yes.
And then you got Voyager, which, do you like Voyager?
Voyager, I don't mind.
Because you're basically the same as Deep Space Nine. You're in an alien area. Now, granted, you do have the simplicity of the technology, but it's very limited.
Yeah.
So they don't use it.
Now, because when it comes to this series that we're doing right now, I like the simplicity of it, but I hate how stupid some of it is. Like they're running towards noise and they're asking about how fucking old a piano is. Fuck off. And then you have, let me finish. Then you have TNG. And
They run after things.
And I'm like, with TNG, you're going through space and you're like, oh yeah,
There's a piano.
we'll make peace with this. And it's like, what's drawing me into this? There's nothing pulling me into this. Where with Enterprise, with Donald Archer, it's we're going into space. We're trying to force space to bend to our will.
Because we're trying to explore that space.
We're exploring. We're young.
We don't know the Klingons. We don't know the Romulans.
And to me, that's exciting. And then you go into Deep Space Nine. You're in an you're in a place that you don't have help just around the corner like they do on TNG. They're in an uncharted, well not uncharted, but they're in an unfamiliar place.
On an alien
spaceship around an alien planet with an alien
wormhole,
and they're closer to the enemy
than the Enterprise
ever would be. And And they're literally on the frontier, and they literally gotta think on their feet most of the time. Like, I remember one episode of Deep Space Nine, they're taking apart the ore machine in Deep Space Nine. And the system locks down, and everyone's trapped, and I'm like, you don't get that on TNG. Where even God comes to the planet and tries to beam off, and it goes, you are a traitor. Now we're gonna blow this up with you on it. And he's going,
oh shit.
fuck, I hate this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go into Voyager, and you got Voyager, which is going into literally
An unknown quadrant.
unknown territory, where you always hear on like the boldly go where no man has gone before. They're literally going where no man, like with TNG, they've been to all these places.
Because one of the running jokes of Star Trek is that it always says, go on boldly where no man has come before. But every time they go to a planet, there's always men there.
And with TNG, they go, oh, boldly go where no man has gone before, blah, blah, blah.
But there's a guy there.
But not just that, but they go, well, we visited this place 20 years ago, we're just checking up on it. And it's like, where with Voyager, we're boldly going where no man has gone before, and that is literally...
But yet, they never said that on Voyager, which is kind of a shame.
No, and they would have had to change it to boldly go where no, I think, woman has gone before.
Or no one.
No one. Now, with Voyager, I also have a bone to pick with that because the captain...
What do you have wrong with a woman captain?
I think she did a fantastic fucking job, but it's more of the relationship. Like, she didn't have, like...
Well, being the captain...
No, but she also didn't have that closer relationship with most of the crew. Like, the one episode, she literally took out 4 guys that she never really fucking knew. And then you never heard or saw about them again. And it's like... I have a problem with that. I don't know. Now, granted, they did that on all the other series, yes.
Yeah.
But... it's just...
Yeah.
You're on the ship and you're supposed to be there for 75 years. You gotta go talk!
Yeah. She did do that a little bit.
But not a lot.
No.
And I think I also like that series because whenever she got into a relationship with someone and she had to end it, she showed the emotions so well that
most women do.
And it literally makes you go, you know, women have the emotions just like men do.
And they have a better way of showing it.
And in her situation, she can't let that show most of the time. Now, with that series, I also think Chakotay was an awesome first officer.
He was.
I think
even though he was supposed to be a traitor.
I think he was awesome. I loved him as a first officer.
He did do a very good job.
He did, and he was also a native.
And some people think that him and Jamie should have been.
They should have. I think they should have. He was Native American.
He was supposed to play that, yep.
But I don't think he was in real life. But he did an awesome job of playing it. And then you move, so TNG, Voyager, Next Generation, Enterprise. Then you move into Discovery. Now, Discovery, I never really got into Discovery.
The second season was the only one I really got into. The other ones were kind of cool because they were new. 32nd century.
Yeah. Now, see, for me, Discovery, the problem with Discovery was...
The first season would have turned off a lot of it.
One...
You gotta get past that.
Yeah, one, you got this spore drive, which... You never ever do anything ever talk about it. Like not even
or after.
Not even scientists say, oh well, we used to have this, maybe we could modify and change it.
Yeah.
So you had this super fancy spore drive, and then you had these Klingons that looked fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They looked like they had smooth skin with the little bit of wrinkles here. It looked like they were models trying to go to a beauty pageant. And then after that, then you go into Strange New Worlds, which I think is hands down awesome. If you have a problem with that, I will fucking fight you in a parking lot and leave you in a pool of your own fucking blood. Don't ever mock that fucking series. And then you had Academy. Not a bad series. I kind of enjoyed that.
But it is canceling after the second season because they already filmed the second season.
Which is unfortunate. Now, Lower Decks, an animated series.
I thought that was actually pretty good.
That wasn't too bad. It was a little different, but not too bad. And then you had, what is it, Prodigy? No, Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy.
I
designed for more kids.
I never ever saw Prodigy, so
I saw a few episodes, but
so you can say more about that than I can.
Yes, I didn't follow the whole series because eventually it went from Paramount because they canceled it, and then it went to Netflix, and I never saw it on Netflix.
Is it still on Netflix?
As far as I know.
And then Picard. Now the Picard series.
I did jump on that because I was a TNG fan, and Picard, and I thought Patrick Stewart was a great actor.
He's a good actor, and I personally think he did better than this than TNG.
You think so?
I think he did a fucking way better job in this series. Especially that first season or two when he's dealing with the Borg issues and all. I think that he did an amazing job.
Because I think they really did a lot of Borgy stuff in the first two
And
seasons.
then when you get into the last season, near the end there, when they're going up against the Borg, but it was like, what was it, season? Was it 2 or 3 when they went back in time?
That would have been 2.
That just
with that other Federation thing, Confederation, where they had the Borg head.
Yeah, I was just like, no.
Second season, yeah.
But I think he did a better job in that than he did in TNG.
Or the movies.
Oh, the movies. Yeah. Movies. I have to argue with it. He did a really good job. I personally think he did better in the movies than he did in TNG.
Well, because he was action Picard in the movies. In the shows, he was diplomatic Picard.
In any of the movies, I think he did better.
You think so?
You name a Picard movie, it is on par with some of the best.
How about Nemesis?
Fucking right on.
Because that's what almost killed him.
And whoever says Nemesis is bad, tell me where you live. We'll meet at a parking lot. I will beat your ass, and after I leave you, when I leave you in a pool of your own fucking blood, I'll simply point down and go, "Is Nemesis bad?" And when you mumble because you have no teeth left, and you go, "No," I'll go, "Okay, you can." I'll leave. But if you go, "Yeah, it's still bad," then I'm gonna keep pounding on you. As far as I'm concerned, now I'm not saying Nemesis is the best movie, but it is a really good movie. I just, especially since, and I found this out thanks to Ryan here only a couple of years ago. That was Tom Hardy playing his younger version.
Yes, it was.
For years, I did not know
It was
that.
essentially his first film.
For years, I did not know that. Now,
You wouldn't have known that.
no. Now, I like that movie, but I also don't like it. I also don't like it because Data passes.
But he does come back.
He does.
And
Picard. And I also don't like it because you see the Romulan bring 2 ships to help.
Too bad they weren't the bigger.
I was gonna say they want the big badass fucking ship.
The Deaderick class.
Yeah, they were 2
Warbirds.
Warbirds, and I was like, great that you came to help, But
Because when I originally saw that movie in theaters, just shows you how old I am.
did you see that in theaters?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, you must have.
No.
Anyway, when we saw
This
that,
is new.
and I saw those two ships show up,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, oh, maybe this is a redesigned
Warboy.
Dead X class warbird. And it wasn't until I googled later
It
that
was.
I find out it's not a Dead X technology. It's called the Raptor class Scout.
It's a scout.
It's a Scout.
Oh, no wonder why they fucking died. No, see, I would have
And I would have thought, if I'm the Romulans,
Yeah.
and I'm sending ships to take out this big badass invisible ship
And literally trying to stop a war,
between the Federation and the Romulans,
which the Romulans,
don't want.
as much as they like war, they're still going, we don't want this because this is bad.
Why don't we send like 50? Okay, maybe 50 is too big.
Yeah.
Let's say 5 of the biggest ships we have.
The biggest badass
The
ship
Dead
ever.
X class warship.
Yeah. Now,
And take out this one ship.
now
But
even
no!
even if they couldn't get 5, even if they bought one of those scouts and one big motherfucker, yeah, the big motherfucker may have been taken out, but he would have done a fucking shitload of damage. I bet you. He would have given that. He would have gave Remus a run for his fucking money.
We're gonna send 2 of the teeny ships we got.
And if you think about it, that's the only other ship you've ever seen in the series that 5 rows afloat.
Yes. Other than the Klingons.
That exactly. Flynn was first, he was the second.
Yes. In both cases, why didn't they expand on that?
They never did. You're telling me, like, even with the Klingon version, you're telling me the Empire didn't think about going, hey, you know
Let's
what?
keep a backup of this.
Let's keep it back up in case, because during the Jem'Hadar War, that would have came in
Handy.
fucking handy. Give it to like the Butcher battle cruiser and go, okay, now you can fire a cloak. Now, they're over there.
But
Go!
I kind of think they did it that way. They didn't have a cheat.
Most likely, yes.
Because if everybody's going around cloaked, shooting away,
True.
then there's not much of a show.
Now that we're Picard, there's nothing after Picard. They did that one shitty fucking movie.
Section 31?
Section 31, which I don't think was that.
I saw that.
It wasn't that.
I
good.
can see why it didn't do that well. It's not Star Trek.
No.
Star Trek is about starships and the Enterprise.
There was. I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any ships in. Well, there were ships, but nothing like a Federation cruiser.
I think that's why it didn't do that well.
Probably.
And if they ever did do a Strange New Worlds or something movie, I think it would do a way better.
I think it would. Yes.
But they are making a new movie
What?
of Star Trek.
What?
It's supposed to come out in a couple of years.
Who's in it?
They haven't gotten that far yet.
What is it about?
They haven't gotten that far
What
yet.
year is it based in?
They haven't gotten that far
Oh
yet.
dear God!
Now, it is theorized it will be based on Kirk.
Oh, another Cook. But will it have a new actor of Cook?
It will have a new actor. Because Chris Pine and everybody else has obviously gotten older.
And as far as I know,
Because they have given up on doing a sequel to Star Trek Beyond.
which I think is a shame. I personally think Star Trek Beyond is the best one out of the 3.
Out of the 3, you think that one's the best?
Yeah.
Being a con fan, you did not not like Star Trek Into Darkness with Khan, Nooney, Singh?
I didn't like that movie.
You did not.
I will watch.
Being Mr. I will watch Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan until the day I die.
Yes, I will.
I will not watch Star Trek 256, Star Trek Into Darkness with Khan, Nooney, and Singh.
I will watch the movie. But if you came to me and said, okay, out of the 3 movies, which one do you want to watch tonight? Beyond.
Beyond.
Hands down, Beyond.
Why Beyond? There's no Khan in it.
Nope.
There's no other known villains in it.
Nope.
All it is a new bad guy,
Yep.
and the ship gets destroyed.
Yep. I honestly can't say, when I watch the movie, it makes me feel good. The first one with when he goes up against the Romulan.
Yes. Do you like that one?
It's not a bad movie. I don't mind it. I just don't like. Okay. It's because Cook and Spock have a beef in that movie. I don't really like that movie.
Why not?
Because they have a beef in it. And as far as I'm concerned, no, you don't have a beef. You're friends.
But they do have friends.
Now, I do like the movie because the old Spock is in it. And he's like, oh, a friendship. And he speaks the truth. And I love that part when the old Spock is in it.
Okay.
And all that. And Scotty comes on. I think it's awesome.
But the second one, Into Darkness,
I don't know. It's just, it has the same character. I don't know why. I just don't enjoy it. Maybe it's because the Admiral's gone bad. I don't know. Maybe
with the bigger ship.
Now, I personally like that ship.
You like the ship?
Oh, I love that fucking ship. As far as I'm concerned,
that should have been the Enterprise.
Fuck yeah. Give me the fucking Enterprise like that. Fuck the Klingons. I'll take that bitch over anything.
But you don't like the movie.
No, I don't like the movie. I don't know why.
But it has the same character as Star Trek 2.
Yes. No.
Yes, it has Khan,
Nooney,
and Singh.
Yes. But maybe it's because I don't like the actor. He doesn't do a good con job.
You don't like Cumberbatch?
Yeah. I've seen him in a couple of movies and I find him, I don't know, I just don't like him that much.
Really?
Really. And in that, I just don't like that movie.
Really?
Really. I think they do a good job. I think there's certain points in the movie where I'm like, yes! Like, you know,
where Khan is dying?
No, like when the Enterprise is dropping into Earth orbit and they're trying to get the thrusters to fire on, you know, and all that, and he kicks the system back in Cook, kicks the thing in, and it activates the thruster, and it pops out under the cloud. When I see that, I'm standing on my feet going, yes! And then,
you know, stuff like that kind of reminds me of superhero movies.
Yes. It's Cook, it's superhero. And then you go into Star Trek Beyond, and as far as I'm concerned, Star Trek Beyond, I don't know why, I like that.
It doesn't do that. The shit doesn't go.
No, it doesn't. But
it goes.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But that movie is just, I don't know. It runs.
Is it maybe the actor who plays the bad guy?
Not
Which
really.
I think is, I think it's Idris Elba.
Yeah. Not so much. Like,
No? Because he plays in like
he's based in a couple movies. I know a couple movies that he did. And he's a great actor. But it's that movie, I don't know why, it just...
maybe because it's different.
It might be.
Instead of a remake like Beyond tried to do of Star Trek 2. Because that's what Star Trek 2 was trying to do. It was trying to remake
Wrath of Khan.
Wrath of Khan, because Wrath of Khan, after the motion picture, was the highest grossing movie.
Yeah.
Because the motion picture
Did
barely made even.
Yeah.
So they said to the next director, "Can you make a movie for less than a fucking $50 million?" And he goes, "For $50 million, I could have made like 3 movies."
And I will admit,
And in my opinion, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan basically set the mold for how future Star Trek movies could. You have your first attack where you lose, and then you have
he didn't lose.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Cook did not lose. He got caught with his britches down.
Okay, he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And then you do a second battle where the hero of the show kicks ass and kills the bad guy.
Now,
and from future movies from that's where you get you get it from Star Trek 2.
Now, see, with that, as far as I'm concerned, there's only Cumberbatch is a good actor, but as far as I'm concerned, there's one con. There's only
Robert Picard. Or not Picard. Ricardo Montalban.
He did an awesome job as Khan. I think he's the only Khan that should ever.
Is it because he was also the original Khan from the original episode of Star Trek, the original series?
I did actually not know that until you showed it to me.
You didn't know that?
No. Until you showed me that episode on Paramount,
Yes.
I did not know he was the same actor. I thought it was 2 completely different actors. Until you showed it to me and you proved it by the name credit and all that it was actually Ricardo Montalban as Khan.
With his real Khan.
In leather. I literally thought, no, it's 2 different actors.
Huh. Interesting.
And I think he did an excellent job. And I also want to say, in the movie, he was, in his 60s or 70s, I think, wasn't he?
He was probably 50s, 60s. Yeah.
And you told me this. He worked out for months before the movie to be in the same shape.
He was
not worse shape. Same shape as he was like 20 years earlier.
Well, yeah, because he at the time he was doing something island.
Love Death Love Boat? No.
Something island.
Yeah.
Treasure Island.
Something like that. But when I hear that, when they go, he's in the same shape or better shape than in his 20s, you know what I think about when I hear that? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why.
Schwarzenegger?
I don't know why. With Terminator. Whenever he does a movie for Terminator, he literally is in the same shape, he says, as he was when he first did it. Because he works out so hard. And I'm like, I'm not anywhere near that.
Well, if you're in Terminator, you probably would be.
If I'm in fucking Terminator, I'm dead.
But yeah, because a lot of people thought in The Wrath of Khan that Ricardo Montalban wore a chest piece to make him look the way he was.
But you told me, and you proved it because you Googled it and showed it to me. He was in the same shape. He worked his ass off.
Yeah, he has done. He did many interviews saying, "Yeah, that's not a chest piece. That's me going."
And I think to myself,
pumping on.
And then when you go to the new one with Chris Pine, Cumberbatch, he's a good actor. I will admit, I've seen him in a lot of movies. Some movies he's good in, some movies
he's a hit and miss.
He is. And I think in that one...
But he's English.
But I think in that one, no. When I see... No, I don't... I think it would have been better if they put
Ricardo Montalban in there.
Well, he's passed away. God bless his soul.
But
put
they could have
someone
put
in-
CG on
But
it.
put someone in there like, I don't know, The Rock.
The Rock?
Well,
You wouldn't have looked anything like him.
Chris Evans. You know, someone with some
Captain America.
someone with some muscles that actually look like someone that actually look like when I hit you, it's actually gonna hurt.
Ah.
With him, it looks like you're gonna hit me.
A stick figure.
When you hit me, it's gonna feel like a fucking butterfly. No,
Sting like a bee.
Exactly. With Ricardo Montalban, when he did the Rapid Con, you saw his arm. It looked like if he was gonna hit you, guess what?
It was gonna hurt.
You're gonna fucking feel it.
Mm.
And then you have Cumberbatch, which, like I said, I think he's not an action character.
You don't think so?
No. He's done movies like Enigma, where they broke the code for the Nazis.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done Sherlock Holmes.
Hasn't
Yes, he's done movies like that. Not physical roles. He's done more drama. He was in with what's his name? Not Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp in when Johnny Depp played the mob guy in Selfie. Mud or something like that. I can't remember. Oh.
American Gangster?
No. It wasn't that. No. But he was the politician. He didn't get his hands dirty. Like that's what when I see Cumberbatch, that's what he is. He's not an actor. He's more of a drama. He's really good at making you think, fuck, he actually is
Mathematician.
a mathematician. Like, fuck, he really is that fucking smart. When I see him in an actual like that, and it's like, oh, I'm this big tough guy, you know, I'm walking around with a laser in one hand, a cannon in the other one, and I'm killing all these
Klingons.
I'm looking at it going, that's not you. No, let's get.
So you want somebody in there with muscles?
Well, not just muscles, but even someone like Robert Downey Jr. I think Robert Downey Jr. would have done a good job of that.
You think so?
Yes. He has a decent amount of muscles. And I think he really makes you feel like he could do that.
Yeah.
I do. I think he would have done a good job. Cumberbatch, half those three.
Well, it's kind of curious because Ricardo Montalban, as far as I know, wasn't English, but yet they put an English actor in there with the accent.
Oh, but Ricardo, no, because Ricardo was Italian?
Something like that.
But I think he did an awesome job.
Oh, he did, but
I think he did.
I think they should have put somebody in there that spoke the same language.
I think, yes. And unfortunately, I can't think of an actor off the top of my head who speaks Italian. Other than they might be able to throw in Sylvester Stallone, but with his age and all that, I don't think he could have done the... Like, if you watch Into Darkness, he's killing the guys and lasers them. And he literally...
They wanted somebody young and they wanted somebody popular.
Yes.
And
Cumberbatch
was the young
has-
and popular.
He has the Cumberbatch fans. That's literally what they're called, Cumberbatch fans. And now, I'm not saying he's not a bad actor, but I just don't think he was the right actor for that movie.
Really?
I do. The ship, the story.
What if you had put the Admiral guy in?
The bad admiral? No. I personally, that actor, I don't think was that good of an actor.
Really?
I could tell from the beginning he was not a good guy.
Is it because the actor always plays bad guys?
I only know him from that and from Hawaii 5-0.
So there you go.
Not really. I guess I don't know. I don't find him that he's like a cold fish.
Usually are bad guys.
But I want emotion from the bad guy. Like with Ricardo Montalban, you felt the emotion when he's like, it's very cold in space. No, he taunts me. He asks me. With the Admiral, it was like,
Well, he was doing Shakespeare, essentially.
which is good. But the Admiral on that series, I was like, I'm not. You're not drawing me. You're not.
And unfortunately, the Khan who plays in Into Darkness, Cumberbatch, didn't do any Shakespeare.
No, which is a kind of a shame because he's actually trained.
Yeah.
Which is a shame that he didn't do that.
No.
I think he would have done a good job.
I think it would have really
I
tied
think-
in with the character.
If he'd done that and he probably put on maybe 20 pounds worth of muscle, I think it would have been way better.
Do you think so?
I think it would have. So Into Darkness is not my cup of Beyond. I like Beyond. It has a good amount of humor, drama, action. It's a mixture. And I think they got the mixture.
But they spend most of the time on a planet.
But there's still comedy, drama,
Yes.
action. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for. I don't care if you jump around to 20 different fucking places. But if you get that mixture just right,
You got Jordan's vote.
you got my vote. And in that movie, the Admiral just
Because I've always wondered why people like that one the best. Even though you hate the motion picture.
The Star Wars motion picture?
Yeah.
I hate that one. Yes.
And I understand why. But yet you like Star Trek 2,
Yep.
the Wrath of Khan.
Yes, I like that movie.
You don't like Star Trek The Search for Spock.
That's not too bad. I just don't like it that his son died. And that's not a bad acting. That's just my personal preference. I personally hated that his son had to die. If they kept his son alive and maybe
But they had to create an emotional experience.
they did. I don't know. And I know the actor that played him was sick, and I know he died.
Yes, he was.
He died a couple of months later, I think.
Either months or it could be in a couple of years. But he did die.
I hated that they killed him off. If they injured him and they left him on Vulcan and say he'll go back to Earth, but he's better, fine. But because they killed him, and it wasn't like like I don't know, when he fought, it was like his father would have won. You knew he was going to lose, and it was like.
But then Kirk wouldn't have that drive to want to kill Time Machine Doc Ock there. Or Doc Brown there.
I was going to say Doc Ock is Spider-Man. Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Brown.
But
in his time machine ship.
Yeah.
Too bad it was in DeLorean.
Literally, if they kept his son alive and said, "Oh, he's in a coma or whatever," I think I would have loved that movie. Then you got the next one when they get the whale.
You seem to like that one.
That's not a bad episode.
And then Star Trek 5, you don't like that one.
Which one's 5?
When they're looking for God.
I like that one.
What?
Yeah, I very much like that one.
What?
Yeah, I think that's a very good movie. I literally think the one that places Spock's brother, whoever that actor is, I'm not sure, he did a good job. Especially, and I think it's awesome at the end of the movie when he fights whoever that guy, whoever the alien, when he jumps in there and fucking starts fighting him. I'm like, It literally, I could jump up and go, get him, Cyborg! Kick his ass! I think that's an awesome movie. And then
Every time I pick it, you go.
you never pick it. I want people to know right now, you only pick one movie. Undiscovered Country.
I picked
One! You do not!
I do so.
You pick one! Undiscovered Country.
It's not.
I have literally gone weeks and you had to watch it like 3 or 4 times in a week because all he'll pick is Undiscovered Country. What do you want to watch tonight? Undiscovered Country. What do you want to watch tonight? Undiscovered Country. What do you want to watch tonight? Undiscovered Country.
Well, it's a good movie. But I have picked Star Trek 5 and you go,
I don't want bullshit you have. You never have. I always picked it. Because I liked it.
you don't like it.
You said
And
you
I'm
chose.
just warning this.
And then you go
Now.
Then you go to Star Trek 6, Undiscovered Country. Good movie. I really like the well, you know I like the Excelsior.
Yes, you do.
I personally think if they do any Star Trek, if they pick the Excelsior, I don't care how good the actor is. The Excelsior won't keep me involved.
So if they did something like based on Star Trek Enterprise B from Generations,
Yeah. If it has the Excelsior class ship,
it could be completely different characters, actors, whoever, as long as the ship's the same.
Yep.
Oh.
I love that ship. I don't know why. It's an awesome ship. When it's an awesome and Sulu, and I really like it that they showed Sulu as a captain on that ship. It showed his progression,
Yes.
which I think is awesome. And
Me, I was kind of turned. I like the movie, obviously,
no fucking shit.
but I kind of wish Sulu was in it more, like the other movies.
Like with the ship or on the on Enterprise?
Either one.
I could go with more Excelsior.
Or
Because you really
or
are-
even if Sulu was the helmsman on the Enterprise.
Yeah. I personally think the end battle should have been more intense.
Well, how much more intense can you get? The Enterprise is almost destroyed. The shields are collapsing.
Bring in another Klingon ship, the Excelsior.
And then the Excelsior comes in, and they take a hit. And then
one fucking hit. That's like a paint scratch to that ship. You see those people at Back Bay and going in with fire chasers? You know what they're doing? They're preparing for the Enterprise. No. With the Excelsior, that would have been a fucking paint scratch.
oh,
It's a shame they showed it going right through the ship, because that's fucking bullshit.
that's the Enterprise I went through.
And it did it with the Excelsior?
No,
Yeah.
no.
But I do have to admit, on that ship, it has one of the best, a couple of good scenes on it. One, the Cinderella. I can't say it now.
Senoritas?
No, when he puts the boot on the thing, the Russian epic, Cinderella.
Cinderella!
Yes, that, and then of course the iconic when Kirk goes, fire! And they go, I pay real money to have him shut up. Lock him, we got a pulse! Lock and load!
As you know, there is a movie where I think that fire scene of Kirk would fit really into.
What movie was that again?
Wolf? Grey Wolf? Wolfhound? Sea Wolf?
Greyhound.
Greyhound, that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's the movie anyway.
With Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's one scene, and I think it's that movie, where I think that would have done really well.
And And so the 6 I don't mind, but you love it way more than I do. I'm more of a 2 and 5. Right?
5? I picked 5.
You have
and you go.
You lying son. You
You
lying son of a bitch.
There's no shoot.
You lying son of a bitch. You have not.
I have.
You could, if you vote 2 and 5, I will literally spend an hour trying to debate on which one I want to watch.
What? Maybe.
And then you go, then you go from 6, then you go way into. I personally think probably the second worst Star Trek movie.
Second worst?
Yes.
What's that?
The one with when Cook dies at.
Generation. What's wrong with Generation?
That's just the second worst movie.
I will definitely admit that it's not the greatest.
But it's the second worst movie out of the entire, out of all movies. It's the second
What's
worst.
the first?
Motion picture.
Oh,
It's the worst. Hands down. I'd rather have you go grab a metal rod that we put down this driveway, the stake. You can beat me in the back and ass with that for an hour than watch that fucking shit.
you don't like Generations?
In the motion picture, you can do the same thing.
But yet, in the motion picture, you get to see the D7 battle cruiser.
In which one?
Motion picture.
But it gets destroyed.
But you get to see them.
But it gets destroyed.
But you get to see them.
No, it's destroyed. It's bad. I saw that in that movie Sacrilege. And then you have the one with the not motion picture, but Next Generation. That's a terrible movie.
Generations?
Yeah, that's a terrible movie.
What's wrong with that? You get to see Kirk.
He dies. As far as I'm concerned, he dies. And that right there
But he has to.
cancels the movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if Kirk lived, it would have been a good movie?
If he lived, even if they said, oh, he's in a coma, we're not sure when he's gonna wake up, I would have said, great movie. But because
What about the book that's based after the Generation?
I've never seen the book. Do they have a book?
Kirk, William Shatner actually wrote a book, because he's written many books, but he wrote a book on an alternative of what happened after Kirk dies.
No, as far as I'm concerned,
And in this book, I will tell you about it.
okay.
The Borg arrive, take Kirk's body, assimilates it, and he becomes a drone.
Really? Fucking Borg are awesome.
Bad guys!
They brought Kirk alive. And think of the knowledge.
And then Picard has to go up against Kirk as a Borg.
Kirk wins.
I don't know, because I've never read the book.
I'm sorry. Kirk wins. Picard's a great captain, but he's too much by the book. Kirk is outside of the book. He'll do stuff that Picard will go, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe you should go look up the book and go read it.
I should. I didn't know they made a book. But yeah,
He
next,
wrote it.
next.
Bill Shatner himself wrote the book.
But that movie is one of the worst. There's a couple of seasons that I do, like when Data gets the emotion chip. Awesome. But there's very few parts in that movie where I'll actually go, yeah, good. Most of it's
No.
like, what the fuck? Like, really? Then you go from that movie into First Contact?
Yes.
Awesome!
A lot of people agree.
You go back in time, you fight the Borg. Awesome. Beat the Queen.
How about Insurrection?
Probably one of my favorite movies. When they with non-aging, by far, probably within the top Guaranteed top 5 Star Trek movies.
I picked that movie.
You have not, you lying bastard. You never pick that movie. I always do.
How convenient have we always picked one?
It's literally like the Wrath of Khan, probably Insurrection, probably First Contact Insurrection, or like 1 or 2.
How about
Beyond
and Nemesis?
Nemesis is probably number 5. It is that fucking good.
That we agree with.
So you got Insurrection, and then what's after Insurrection? Is it Nemesis?
Yes.
Yeah.
They only made
4.
4.
And the first one that they did with Picard, the worst. Absolutely the worst. It's on par with Motion Picture. It may even be worse than Motion Picture.
You didn't like Generation?
No, not at all.
Well, it had some good lines in it, and it had an Enterprise D in it. A lot of people like the Enterprise D.
And you're fucking fucked.
Because that's what you saw in the entire 7 seasons of.
And that's why they're fucked. They're stuck in this shitty fucking Next Generation era.
So you like the Enterprise D?
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, Next Generation, the TNG series, is terrible. I don't like
You
it.
like the whole. You hate the whole series.
There's probably 2 episodes I like it.
So out of 7 years, and
I hate this show. I don't like the ship. The ship is,
and you only like 2 episodes.
Yes.
And what 2 episodes was that?
When Picard's assimilated.
There's 1.
It was a part 1 and 2.
Oh, so you consider them separate.
Yeah.
So you like the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. 3 episodes.
Okay, what's the 3rd?
The cloaking device. That Riker and the Admiral are trying to keep secret from Picard.
So the Pegasus.
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, those are the only 3 episodes that I will watch. You put on any other one, I'll fucking walk away.
Well, what about the one just after the train, best of both worlds, when Picard goes to his brother's house?
Who cares about his fucking family?
Because I enjoyed those 2 episodes, or those 3 episodes,
Yeah.
but I also will religiously want to watch the one right after Best of Both Worlds, where Picard goes to his brother's house. Because I think it really shows the emotional depth of Picard. Because he finally breaks down
Like a pussy.
halfway, 3/4 way through the show, and breaks down and say what the board did to him. And I think it's a really emotional point in the story.
I will agree. I will watch that episode, but as far as I'm concerned, he's a pussy.
How he says he tried to stop them, he tried to fight them, but he
Obviously,
was weaker.
he admits he was weak, so get stronger. No reason to cry about that. You were weak. Plain and simple.
Wow. I think that is one of the best episodes they ever did of Star Trek: The Next
To
Generation.
prove that he's weak? Well,
All episodes usually prove to say, oh, the captain is always strong, he's always right, he's always strong.
He was a weak captain. He wasn't that. He was a weak captain. He never really did much to prove that he was a worthy captain.
He wasn't very with the captain.
Well, he probably sucked some guy's dick to get to where he was. Those 3 episodes.
And then they talk about me and Captain Kirk.
Now I'll bet you with your episode, I will watch that just for the sheer joy of watching him fucking cry like a baby.
I think it's a very emotional,
But-
very strong.
But I also like that episode because of his brother. His brother showed him tough love, which is what he needs. You fail. Grow up, get over it, get back to where in that seat where you belong. Just like what Captain Cook said. Don't let them promote you. Don't let them champ you. You stay in that seat. And he's I don't want to stay here. Grow up, you're a 50 fucking year old man.
Well, just goes to show how much different we are.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be brothers.
Yeah. So yeah, those movies, and then you get into Chris Pine. The first Chris Pine movie, I'll watch that. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I'm not a big fan of the first one. I'll watch it.
Same here. I'll watch. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Just because I know how things turn out.
Yeah. And then you get Into Darkness.
I enjoyed that movie. I think Cumberbatch did a very good job.
The only thing I like about that,
and how he made it his own.
a couple things I like about that movie, and I will say a couple things I like about the ship. I love how at the end Spock lets his emotions out and literally shows that you may be fucking enhanced, but I can still
Kick ass.
I can still kick ass. Which I think, and I love how they showed Kirk doing the sacrifice, and you show Spock yelling, calm, like villain, and I'm like,
I thought that was a very unique change.
I love that change. That is one of the coolest changes. Because when you did it with Spock, Kirk kind of went, launch him into space. With this, you literally saw Spock lose control for a brief minute and was like, where's Kong? I'm going to
rip out his throat and shove it down his neck.
I hope he didn't have big breakfast because I'm going to rip out his goddamn spine. I'm going to reach into his stomach and rip out his goddamn spine! Like,
He's turning
and I love that part of that movie. And then also showing that Uhura is able to keep him.
Well, she's banging him. What do you
It
expect?
has nothing to do with that. It's her calmness, her control of her emotions. Calm. And then you go into the third one, Beyond, which I'm sorry, it's awesome. I love that movie.
But they don't have much fighting.
They have enough.
Usually you're a guy who likes a lot of
I know.
action movies.
I know. I'm the guy that would pick, Terminator 2, John Wick, the series,
But
movies with blood, gut, Predator, blood, guts, explosions, and I look at Star Trek Beyond, and I'm like, it has explosions in it. It has
Not that many.
It has
Obviously enough.
enough, and it's drama. You're cheering for Spock as he's reaching out to grab the device as it's going into the realm, and I'm like, you're screaming, "Go, Kirk!" And I'm like, that's what I want from a movie. With the motion picture and Next Generation, there's no I'm not getting on my. I don't have that urge to get on my feet and go. I'm like, with the motion picture, it's like.
I will give you the motion picture is very dull.
Yeah. And then
They shoot one photon torpedo during the entire movie.
Yeah. And then the Next Generation, it's like.
It was a mixture of action and.
It was essentially a longer version of the TV series. And the TV series was not that fucking good.
That's what they said about the motion picture. It was just a long version of the TV series.
It wasn't that good. The only reason why I'd probably pick the Motion Generation over Next Generation the captain. As far as I'm concerned, if you said,
Because
oh,
I've seen both the motion picture and the director's cut.
I've seen the director's cut and the motion picture.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say, I've seen the motion picture, the original, on VHS. Our father literally bought a collector's bundle
Of the first
five movies on VHS. So I grew up on that shit. So I know what the motion picture is.
Because originally I was with him. I did not like the motion picture.
Dad liked the motion picture. Our father liked it. He also liked the Wrath of Khan because Dad always said, "Oh, it's Khan. It's from the original series." And at the time, me and him were not watching the original series, so we were like,
we didn't know anything about it.
"Who gives a shit?"
So, but anyway, yeah.
I think we've gone into a long period of time. How long?
Yeah, almost an hour.
Oh.
Of us chit-chatting about Enterprise, the Stranger World, the movies.
Okay, we're going to end this now, but I just want to say one thing. I want people, if you're watching this video, you name the best TV series, best movie, and let me know what you think. I literally, even though I don't like certain movies and TV series, pick them. And even if you go, TNG's a great series, great.
A lot of people like that series.
They do. Also recommend maybe we want to see next season. Because I'm now thinking Enterprise.
You think Enterprise, even though it's already been done?
With Jonathan Archer?
It's already been done.
That is true, but he's the third best captain I know.
Who's the best at first? Who's the first and second?
The first? Chris fucking Pine. I'm sorry. That actor, oh fuck.
Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Captain
No,
Kirk?
not Chris Pine.
Captain Pike?
Captain Pike.
Anson Mount?
Oh yeah, fuck. If they wiped out every Star Trek series and they said, you have to fight for what series you want, I'd fight for that series. I'd literally drive to Paramount with a fucking RPG and fucking shoot every fucking person and said, you're keeping that fucking series
And
going.
number 2?
Boom shot.
As Captain Kirk.
Yes. And then it's Captain Archer. And I've seen him in other, I've seen him in, what is it called? Not Time Loop, but when he goes back in time.
When he does that time jump?
Yeah.
Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap. And I've seen him in that.
And
It's not a bad series.
I know it's not.
But I think he did a fucking awesome job on Star Trek. He is by far the best captain I've ever seen. Now, if you're going to say, what about Janeway? Are you sexist? Are you racist? No.
Who's number 4?
Janeway.
5?
TNG captain.
Number 6. Because you haven't picked Cisco yet.
I was going to say 5, Cisco. 6.
Because you're supposed to be this big DS9 fan, and he's not number 1, 2, or 3.
I will admit, I like the series, but if they could do, and I'm not joking on this, if they did Deep Space Nine with the actor that played Pike,
Anson Mount.
I can guarantee you I will not miss an episode. And if they said, we're going to cancel because not enough fans are watching,
Oh, nay.
I'd literally drive today. I would
California.
to California, drag the fucking bosses over their desks and go, "You're gonna cancel what?" And if they say, "Oh, we're gonna no, you're not, because you got two choices. You either keep going, or my baseball bat here is gonna pound you with fucking mulch."
You like Anson not that much, eh?
He is, as far as I'm concerned, the second best captain.
Second.
William Shatner is always going to be first. Because of the movies. Not because of the TV series, the movies.
Really?
Now, I will admit, if they put Shady Wood Captain into movies and they make the movies good, he may surpass Cook. He is that fucking good. If someone were to come to me and say, "Oh, we're going to spend all weekend watching Strange New Worlds," you can put it on. Don't talk to me.
Well, as you know, I've owned the first 2 or 3 seasons, whatever they've released so far on Blu-ray.
Yeah. You put them on, don't talk to me. Your job is to do...
But yet, when I want to watch that one episode, Bohemian Rhapsody, you go, "Oh, you're watching that one again."
Because I've seen that like 7 times. But if you put that series on from beginning to where it is right now, your job is to do a couple of things. 1,
Shut up.
shut up. 2, bring me food and drinks. And 3, bring me a pail.
A pail?
Yes.
What for?
Because I'm going to pee on the couch because I don't want to miss an episode. Or
Well, I've seen you not pee in a blanket or in a bucket and pause an episode.
Not anymore.
Oh no?
No. I will literally piss and shit myself just so I don't miss an episode if I can.
There is a pause option.
He doesn't deserve that.
Oh no?
He's beyond that.
So if they said, "Well, we are going to watch the series from beginning to most recent episode," you would say, "Go for it"?
Yes. Don't talk to me.
So you would watch the very first episode again and watch it right to the end.
Right to the fucking end. And if you...
And not say, "Well, let's skip the first 2 seasons. Let's go to the 3rd season because that's the most..."
This is going into your eye.
You like it that much, eh?
Yes. If they said, "Oh, we're going to watch it and, we may stop halfway through," why are we stopping? We gotta go to the bathroom. Piss and shit later. This is on.
You like it that much, eh?
Yes.
Well, I would have to agree with you. It is a super, in the modern era, a super TV series. I really enjoy it.
And it's not so much the ship that I love about it.
Yes, I think the acting,
The story.
and the story and the framework of the series.
Yes.
Because you don't have to watch the entire series from beginning to end
No.
to understand what's happening. Each individual episode is standalone.
Yes.
Now, granted, some bits and pieces may move on from one episode to the
Like
next.
lately, it's the Gone. They've gone. There's been 4 episodes of the Gone that I know of. And they've gone, they've shown flashbacks to the episodes, and if you haven't watched the series, you're not sure. But with that, you're like, I'm like, yeah, I know what they're talking.
But at least in Strange New Worlds, at least it's at a point where you can follow the series, even if you missed the last episode, the last 5 episodes, the last season.
Yes, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm in the partial mood right now. We may skip Nuremberg and start watching Strange New Worlds from episode 1, season 1. Because, and it's not even most of the crew, it's just the captain. I love him that much. If he would have shown up...
You don't like the actor that plays Spock?
I don't mind it. It's the captain. I don't know what it is. If he were to, I'm not joking. If he were to show up here and say, hey, bend over, I want to do ya. I'm bending over.
Huh.
I love him that much as an actor.
Well, like I said, I had found a movie where he is in.
And we may have to watch. We may watch that and then go right into Strength of Wolves. He is that good. I
We got all night.
and I don't know what it is. It's not like he's sexy. It's not like he has a unique, sexy voice or anything. It's just
I think it's the voice. It's not a sexy voice,
No.
but I think he has a very commanding voice.
he does. He has such a commanding voice. Like if you watch Strange New Worlds when they first meet the Gorn and they have to go into the black hole or the fallen sun, when he gives the command like go deeper in,
You don't question.
You don't question it. You're like,
Yes,
yes, sir. And because he knows the ship, and you're like, okay.
It is a shame they're canceling after 5.
Part of me's going, yes, daddy.
It's kind of a shame they're canceling
Now,
after 5.
I will say, your episode of the singing,
Yes.
I don't like that episode because I've seen it so much, and because, and I can't believe I'm saying this, he's not singing enough.
Yeah, I would say
He only sings what, one song?
at least 2.
I think he should sing more. Now, I do like the episode because Klingons fucking stop dancing.
Yeah.
And I think that's fucking hilarious. Because I'm like you. You watched the Star Trek in the 90s.
Yes,
I grew up with you watching it. So I grew up watching the Klingons being these, were warriors, were fighters, Worf. Best example, if you're a Star Trek fan, Worf.
Yes.
Fighter, even in this Picard series, he's a fighter, he's a strategist. This one episode, the fucking up the pop dancing.
They're a K-pop group.
I think to myself, that's not fucking going on.
Yeah.
No, that's nowhere near.
It's just unique. And the music is kind of nice.
And I saw them.
Because some of the actresses on that show are singers.
2 of them I know of.
Yes.
It's the one that is fighting with that I'm related to Khan.
The tactical officer.
Tactical officer. Is she
Ortegas.
Yeah.
No.
No. She's head of security.
Yes.
She's
An actual singer.
and I think Uhura, the character that plays Uhura.
Yes, she's an actual singer too.
Yeah. Now, as far as I'm concerned, in that series, the first officer, she's
Number 1.
number one. She's supposed to be able to adapt to situation. She's cute.
She is that. I'm more of a sing kind of woman.
Really? Sing?
Because she's part Asian.
Yeah,
I am big into Asian women.
But yet, the woman you want to ask next weekend has no Asian.
No. I don't know what it is with that woman. But she is very beautiful, attractive, and very sexy woman.
I can't argue.
And me, if I had her and an Asian woman, I'd be very conflicted.
I can't argue because the girl that he wants to ask, like he said at the beginning of the episode, her sister, her younger sister, youngest,
He's ready to start banging that too.
If she came to me and said that she wanted to get married like right now, I guarantee I'd say, let's go to the courthouse. She is.
I would too.
She's that. And it's funny because the sisters, And I always joke that it's the.
And yet they don't talk to each other.
And I always laugh because I'm like, it's the family. We Howard are attracted to that family.
I know. I don't know what it is with that family, but they seem to have the spell over us.
Yes, they do.
And I don't know why, and I don't know what it is, but they have it.
And they partially know it, and they don't use it. They know.
Well, I think sometimes they use it.
Sometimes, but they could use it more and get more from us.
Correct.
But they don't. And I
don't think they understand how much control they have over us.
They have a lot.
I know they do, but I don't think they know it.
And I know the one that you're after, I'm going to say this, if you two ever do get back together and say get relationship and marriage and all that, I'm his best man, and you know who you are. You're going to be loved plus protected in this family by both of us.
Correct.
She knows who she is. If she ever is in trouble, like let's say shits and giggles, let's say she calls me up and goes, Ryan's hit me. Not that you would.
No.
If she's called me up and all she said was, he hit me, my first response is,
where are you?
Where are you? Stay where you are. I'm driving to you, and once I pick you up, I'm going to find Ryan, and I'm going to pound him. Yes. And not in a sexual way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to literally pound him. And he's literally going to stand there and go, I deserve this. Because if I was dating the youngest one, like you think I am, and she called
I don't think it. I know it.
No, you don't. And Ryan,
yes, I do.
And Ryan got a call from him and said, oh, Jordan hit me. And his first response would be, stay where you are. I'm on my way right now. And if he saw her and she had a black eye and she said, Jordan hit me, his first response would be,
where is he?
Where is he? And he would pound me into the ground.
Correct. I would.
Yes. And even though we're brothers, and we would do it out of love, but we would also do it because
we were raised not to hit women.
We hit women, and we deserved it.
Correct. So, anyway,
we are getting way into this. I don't even know if my phone is able to record all of this. Probably not.
But
so,
anyway,
we're going to end this video now.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll comment on it. I hope you'll subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
And
hopefully we'll talk to you on the next episode.
Take care now.
Bye.